How's it, everybody? And a warm welcome to the NFT show.
Oh yeah,
I'm
baby.
your host, Philip Kalinko, and I have your co host, Cade from Joy's Kingdom. If you haven't
Hola.
already, please like, subscribe, follow this man. He is going to be bigger than who do you want to be bigger than? Logan Paul.
Oh my god, dude. I'll physically never be bigger than Logan Paul. Man's too strong, too tall,
No, I
too
mean
big.
your YouTube presence. You
Yeah,
we're
maybe
gonna
a
and
YouTube
speaking of
presence, hopefully.
Speaking of Logan Paul, we're going to cover him tonight. He paid $5 million for a Pokemon card.
Oh my
Which,
god, really? Oh, hold on. Let me fix my camera. All right.
yeah, we both like zooming in and zooming out. Yeah, man, he paid $5 million for it, and he's going to fractionalize it for his holders. That his holders of his NFT can have a percentage of this card. But we'll cover it. Let's jump into the markets.
Wow.
Market update. All right. So we got OpenSea volume yesterday, 16 million. The day before, 15.8. So yeah, we're still trending sideways. Just want to show you something here that I posted in my Discord. I've got, let's have a look here. There are so many channels here, but what I want to show you, today's numbers is Looks Rare 2.6 million, Magic Eden 2.1 million, X2Y2 1.7 million, and GameStop, this new marketplace for
Yeah.
NFTs, 560,000. I mean that alone is more than Coinbase has done on theirs, right?
I
Just
thought
in
I
one
thought
day.
I thought GameStop got more than 1 million. Maybe not.
They did on their
Did it not?
first day, but
Oh, okay, okay.
this was just yesterday. So
Gotcha.
if we jump into X2Y2, have a look over here, 26,000 ETH in the last 24 hours. Hey, Cade,
Let's
let's
go.
share this thing here, my brother. We have a look over here. Bitcoin, 21,000, just under. We're looking good. We're looking really,
Yeah, I was
really
gonna say
good.
ETH is pumped a little bit.
Yeah, man. It's up about 4% on the day. Yesterday it was up 10%. So I'm happy. We're looking good. Stock market also looking good today. Again, we got to celebrate the small wins. We all know that the macro hasn't changed. We're in a bear market. America's officially in a recession, and so this,
But
yeah,
we're not all losing. All right. I got
no,
an upgraded setup. I got a new widescreen. You can't see this, and people can't see this right now. But if you go on my Twitter, I did post my new setup. I got a new ultra wide monitor, and the issue is it's so big that I literally. Oh man, I'm gonna get clipped. It's so big that I cannot fit it on my desk. Like it's literally almost the length of my desk. It's fucking huge. And then with my camera setup, it's fucking me up because if I'm zoomed too far out, it gets the corner of the monitor because I can't put the monitor on my desk and have it not get in front of my camera. Like that's how just large it is. So that's my
look,
situation. But I'm happy.
I'm used to those problems of a large monitor, but you learn to deal with them.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm
Oh,
not complaining. I'm very happy.
you almost knocked yourself out there. You okay?
I'm okay.
All right, good.
Also, did you
I
put out the
did.
tweet?
Where's Kate gone? I did. I put out the tweet. You should go retweet it.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. Hold on.
I did see your setup on Twitter. It looks really, really good. Really, really lacquer. I
Thanks.
did see it. All right. So what's trending? Let's jump onto OpenSea. The last 24 hours, we've got CryptoPunks as a leader for like 5 consecutive days. Really, really doing well. Something I have noticed even before this bear market, in every bear market, CryptoPunks pumps. It's incredible. It's consistently the one project that even if Bored Ape Yacht Club's falling, CryptoPunks pumps in bear markets, which is incredible. And we
Yeah, it
saw
is.
Mirakai Scrolls, a mint from today, doing quite nicely, and number 2 on the 24-hour chart, which is incredible.
Whoa.
We got other deeds sitting at 2.75 for your floor. The thing with other deeds is tomorrow they've got that gameplay where they're going to have more than just a white scene. And so if that goes well, I do think you will see a bit of a pump. If that goes badly, I do think you will see a bit of a dump. So that's happening tomorrow. That's going to be interesting. We've got Art Blocks Curated sitting at number 4, we've got Tableland rigs, which I've been hearing quite a lot about, and it's one that I definitely want to cover. In one of the future shows, because I have been hearing a lot about them. They went from 0.2 to 0.5 today. They still have public mint in 2 days' time. So there will be a gas war, but worth checking that one out for sure.
Yeah.
Mutant APR Club, 19 Ethereum. Nina's Super Cool World, which is an art project under the Goda umbrella, sitting at 0.53 Ethereum. I do think it's important to point out that the mint price was 0.5 Ethereum, so more or less around mint, but they did manage to sell out, which is absolutely incredible in this market. And I think it's about a 5,000 collection, if I'm not mistaken. We got our friends, the Saudis, which both Cade and I covered separately previously in the last week. So go check out our channels if you want to learn more about it.
Don't check mine out. Don't just go watch Phillips. I fucked mine up yesterday, guys. It's not even worth it. My fucking audio was messed up. I don't know what was going on. It kept chipping in and out, and it was just like I don't know. It happens every now and then. Like once every 25 or 30 streams, I'll have just a really weird audio issue. And it just sounds like it's just going in and out. And so I'm just like, just go watch Phillips.
Yeah. I think I've fixed my sound issues, but I'm scared to say I have. But I think I have. But, just when you think you have, you probably have it. ENS name services still on the top 15, sitting at number 9. Pudgy Penguins, I don't know what's going on there, but they're sitting at number 10, which is incredible. They've been sleeping for a long time. 2.4 ETH floor. We got Yellow Holiday. Yeah, man.
Wait,
Pudgy
what
Penguins.
the fuck? Okay, wow. That's impressive.
We can jump in. We can jump in and see what the activities. Wow, no, that's wrong. 2.8 ETH floor.
What in the
which
fuck?
Is even more
Pudgy
surprising.
Penguins the one, or is it Sappy Seals the one where the founder was like peace? No, it was Pudgy Penguins. What the fuck?
Yeah, and then they got this young guy in that I said on record was a bad mistake, and I was obviously wrong, because look at this. I mean, 150 sales today. There must be some news event that, but I'm not sure what it is. But we'll definitely find out soon. Then Terraforms, we got Killer Bears, which I actually covered last week as well. Actually, Cade and I discussed it last Friday, and then I clipped it. Yeah, we both had never heard of it before, and they are pumping at number 13.
Did you see someone tweeted at us?
Huh?
Did you see somebody tweeted about that last week on after our stream? They were like, "We're from the Killer Bears. Like, how have you not heard of us?" or something like that.
I saw something.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, I mean, they're welcome to come on the show. I don't mind. Then we got Beings Official, which was a free mint. I minted it today, my brother. And as I minted, there was a offer for 0.2. So I just accepted it.
What the? Wait, what? You minted and immediately sold for 3x?
No, well, what's 0 to 0.2? That's like, I don't know if it's a 20x.
Wait, how much did you mint it for?
I paid nothing. It was free.
What the fuck? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Phil's just flexing on us.
Questions. Well, no, bro. There was an offer there, and I turned my gas all the way up to, because I knew people would try accept it, and I got it, 0.2. Don't know what the guy was thinking, but there we go. They're sitting at a 0.07 floor ETH. They minted about 10 hours ago, so the fact that they're in the top 14 is quite impressive.
Very impressive, yeah.
And then we got God Hates NFTs, which I also did a show on, and is an interesting project, and that's sitting just under 1 Ethereum. So that's what our
one thing with the God Hates NFT, I don't think I was particularly impressed by that project. And then with the Saudis project, I think the Saudis project I was interested, because I thought they did a lot of cool things with the branding. I just think that it's a dangerous play because it's just a derivative, and it's dangerous because that's just a sketchy, slippery surface of a brand to be parading in. It's one of those, like, it could just tank tomorrow with just one bit of bad news, or they could say fuck off to everybody else. I don't know. Like when I compare them to like Goblins, for example, because they were trying to do that a lot. They were like, we're going to be the next Goblins. We're going to blow out the Goblins. And I was like, yeah, but the Goblins are a little bit more unique than you guys. You're just a derivative of a punk, and you just threw a fucking Saudi thing on. And so
Yeah,
I'm not sure what to think about it.
I think Saudis is short lived. I did say it in the video, and I think God hates NFTs is short lived. You know, until I know who the team is, I'm always skeptical. And you know, for 99 out of 100 projects, I'm right. They might have a pump, and then you look a month later, they at under point 0 or 1 or whatever. But
Yeah,
I said the same thing about goblins in the beginning, and I was wrong.
true,
So,
true.
there is 1 out of 100 that's a goblins, but that is the exception rather than the rule.
Yeah, 100%.
And then if we just have a look at flips.finance, basically just want to see if there's more green than red, and there is more green than red a little bit. There is some red, but overall it's been a great 24 hours in the markets, and that does give confidence to NFTs. And the
Oh yeah,
last trending
baby.
tool that I'll actually keep up when Cade and I are just chatting, it's always interesting to see, is just ic.tools. You can see here beings, that one that I sold at 0.2 is now creeping its way up.
Nice.
It's at 0.093, almost 0.1. So it must be a good project there. The Americas NFT, let me just see here.
Anything else you
Kingship
made
was
money
that.
on this week?
No. Oh, yeah. I sold my me bit. I will
Whoa.
buy in
Okay.
again, but I just saw them pumping hard. I paid 4 ETH, and remember, Meebits has 0 royalties, and
Yep.
I sold it at 6 ETH.
Dude, fuck
Um,
yeah.
but I bought it 3 months ago. Hey, it's not like it was a quick flip, and I
Yeah,
just saw
yeah.
that pump. Obviously, there's something happening in the Bored Ape Yacht Club ecosystem, because
Mhm.
everything in that ecosystem is pumped, including the dogs, which I try to get out of, at a good profit, and I just missed the top, but I
Ah,
think they'll pump again. But apes, mutants, even me bits. I mean,
yeah.
everything is pumping. There's something's going on there, and I do expect some news to come out soon. Especially the dogs. They were like 150 sales a day when there's usually like 5. So definitely something going on in
With
that
the Yuga
ecosystem in
Labs
general.
ecosystem, yeah, it's always smart to, if there's ever a drop and you're able to afford it, it's always smart to just get in, because they pump randomly for no reason, really. Well, there is a reason. We just don't know the reason. We're too much for normies. But I'm trying to think if I sold anything this past week. Oh, I what's it called? Fuck, what's his name? Liam D. Do you know that guy, the YouTuber, the
Yeah,
Australian dude?
yeah.
Yeah, I was able to get into that project, and I flipped for like a 0.3 profit potentially, which was near the top. The top was about 0.4, and they
I
hit
also I
0.4.
also flipped that one.
Yeah, I'm not a
I
trader.
got point two, point two
Yeah,
three or 0.24, somewhere around there.
I'm just not a trader. I just, like, it wouldn't have helped me, and plus, for what he was offering, I was like, it's great, especially for beginners. Just for me, it's not going to particularly help me. So I like the guy. Maybe I'll have him on the podcast. I know I chatted with him on Discord briefly, but he was so busy. So I figured just wait to do a podcast later on. But I'm out of that project. I mean, I don't know him well enough either to hold it like a friendship token. Like if
Yeah,
Nate or if you made one, like I would hold it just because we're friends. But
for
I just don't
sure.
know him well enough. So I got out of that one, and then I'm trying to think what else. I've still been buying the Wolf Boys. They're closing in on minting out soon. They just give me Degen Tune vibes. They give me Feline Fiend vibes. Their community is just fucking disgustingly strong. Like, it's weird. It's like weirdly strong. So I was like, fuck it, dude. The team is full of business people. Their community is super strong. I'm just gonna keep dollar costing my way, and every time I get paid any kind of ETH, I'm just gonna buy one because they're so damn cheap. Like the risk is like nothing, when you buy into a project that's so cheap right now. And we'll see what happens. I mean, Feline Fiends, I took a chance on those, and those gave me ridiculous profits. I think I bought in at like 0.04, 0.03, sold them all for like 0.4. So I don't know, man. When you got a strong community like that, and they just pump in bear markets, if you got the money, I mean, that's kind of what I've been doing. Just kind of taking small little
Yeah,
gambles, I guess.
no, that's good. That's good. Yeah, man. I've actually been with my finger off the trigger a lot. believe it or not. There's just not
Yeah.
that much worth it. But I'm noticing that the market does a little bit. The NFT market just seems to be shifting positively a little bit.
Yeah.
We're seeing some mints sell out, like this half an ETH art mint that we discussed in the beginning. 5,000 selling out at half an ETH. That's really bullish.
Yeah.
And we're seeing a bit of action. We're seeing a bit of
People got
action. So
money, dude.
definitely,
There's money. There's money here. It's just people are very picky and choosy on what they spend it on right now. What's up, Dickens ass?
yeah. To Kansas, I'll tell
Kansas.
you every single show. My man is here. It's amazing. So
Same.
nice to have you. Welcome to Freestyle Fridays, man.
Hell yeah.
So reminder to anyone who's relatively new, Fridays is a live chat Q&A with Cade and I. Cade and I chat, and if you have any questions, anything you want to ask us, anything to contribute, please let us know. It's a very informal show. You can see Cade let his hair down for the show.
Let me put this in my Discord so people know that I'm here. I forgot to put this in my Discord.
Yeah, man, and feel free to chat to us, and then we'll also go through all the latest news. We'll look at some free mints. There were two that happened today. There were two free mints actually that happened today. Let me share my screen again. Oh, there goes Cade. There we go. So there were more than two. One was at 9 o'clock, so literally a few minutes ago, and it was sad something, and they had sold 20, and I thought no. But there's two that are minted. I don't even remember the name of all these projects. Yeah, so here they both are. The one was Misfits, free mint. They had relatively good volume, and now it seems to have really died down. But you can see, I mean, they did 100 ETH volume today so far. Then we had Fantasize, which I actually think has got potential. But then there was some FUD after they minted. I saw in some alpha group saying it was some sort of wallet drain or whatever, but it wasn't because I minted it and I sold one. So both of these I minted too. And both of them I sold. The first one at 0.03, which is really nothing, but just to cover the gas and whatever. And then I'm holding one of each of them up. I listed them for a little bit of profit, but these were free as well if you owned a cat block. So I minted some cat blocks over here. Mecha Head was also free. It's from Cyber Brokers. I own one of those, so I got that.
Are you in any alpha passes groups like Champs? I've been asking people like what they think, and you are okay. Everyone's been talking about Champs. Everyone says they like Champs. The best. Okay, I think it might have been you too who told me that Champs was the best, but that's what everybody's saying. So I gotta do some more research on this Champ dude because he keeps coming up on in conversations. So I should probably figure out who he is because.
You need to figure out who he is. He's very, very. I respect him hugely. I mean, I've never had a conversation with the guy, but his story is basically that Brett. Obviously, Brett Malowski. So Champ and Brett partnered together for Brett's very first drop, and Champ was in the background. He was like, I don't know what his role was, and after a couple of weeks or whatever, Brett introduced Champ on Brett's channel. Said, look, this guy's the guy that, with me who's doing it. And then Champ blew up overnight. But I'm talking about 7 or 8 months ago. He literally went from a couple hundred followers on Twitter, no YouTube channel. After that Brett show, he created his own YouTube channel. He's now got like 50, 100,000 followers and subscribers. Launched a pass. His pass is very, very good. You don't get a lot of whitelist, but you get a lot of alpha because I think I like that, though. It's quite a big collection. So even though there's raffles for whitelists, your chance of winning them is low. But the nice thing about him is he does a lot of good partnerships. So like he partnered with Gojira, and on top of that, he also has partnered with RC Tools. So that's how I get my free RC Tool subscription. And what are you doing there, Cade? Are you lighting a candle? No, we can't check Cade.
It's a color light. Check it out.
Oh, cool. I've also got one of those behind me. Anyway, so Champs is good. Champs is good for sure. Yeah, it looks good, man. I like it.
Just give it a little bit of color up there. It's kind of dark. You can't really, I wish I could see my goon. It's just like there's no way to get light right there without illuminating the entire back. Like I like how dark and vibey it is back there, so I don't want to add too much light. That's why I had to move, like I have my lights on the corners of my desk now instead of right in front of me.
I got so much light going on here. Is it too much?
Well, for my vibe, I like the dark. I like the dark vibes, and so Andres texted me.
The vibe.
Do it, bro. Well, this has always been my vibe. Like if you go to my OG YouTube videos, they're all dark. Oh, that looks clean as fuck. That looks way better, just with one light.
Check out. I've also got my color here.
Oh shit!
So but I don't know if I can make this thing rotate. I'm sure I can.
There's a way. There's a way.
You can change it to any color you want.
Yeah. I just did rainbow because I kind of like the way it just changes. It just gives it a little bit of life.
There must be a way, eh?
There's probably a way, yeah. Hey. All right, have it point it up or point it against something. That way it like illuminates off of it, kind of like my duck has. So maybe
at the back, can you see? On the wall behind me, or was it too much light as well?
Let's see.
All right, there's still too much light. Hold on.
So it's also, Philip, it's going to depend also, like you're using a webcam, right? I forgot his mic is right there by the camera, not up from his AirPods. So way better, way better. But I will say, if you want to take it to the next level, Philip, buy a video card. It's like $5 on Amazon, and then buy an HDMI to HDMI cord and connect your camera. Or buy a camera, connect a camera instead of using the webcam. It'll make it 10 times higher quality. Plus, the background will actually look clean. Like right now, it looks clean, but it's just kind of blurry because you're using a webcam, I think, right?
Yeah, but it's a good webcam. That's a brand new. Check. I've got my color in the background. You see my purple there?
I can. Yeah. Looks good.
And now it's become like there's two of us.
Wait, hold on. Your face is
kind of changing.
Oh yeah, you're right. Hold on. You're yeah. Well, that that actually might be too much light. Also, your connection keeps going in and out for your video. It keeps freezing every like 8 seconds or so.
All right, fuck this.
The problem when you're using a webcam is the webcam can't operate with light like a real camera can. Like the reason like the light looks really good is because the camera's bokeh focuses on me and pulls the rest of the frame out of focus, which gives it the light. But like right now, it has heavy light on your face, but then the background is just
because of
like
the
bright.
lights I've got facing me. No,
how many you got?
2.
All right, turn one of them off. Let me just see what happens.
This is how to make a YouTube video, guys. No.
Let me see. That's pretty vibey. It might be too dark. That might be too dark, but that's like definitely an interesting, a bit interesting. Maybe that might be too bright. That might be too dark though.
All right, I think. All right, let's switch one.
I'll send you some links to some of the gear that I have that I think is really helpful. Like I have a couple key lights in front of me that are really effective, and how do I like them?
I don't know. All right. Anyway.
Yeah. Whatever.
What have we got here? We got Zappa. Got a question here. Let's jump into it. Top 3 tips someone new to crypto and NFTs, leaving out the basic, do your own research. I'll answer, Cade, then you answer. We do 1-1-1-1.
Yeah.
All right. What is top 3 tips? Listen, crypto and NFTs are different. I don't know enough about crypto, but I do know about NFTs. I'll tell you one really big tip where I try not to do. Whenever I do really well on a trade, like really well, I end up buying back into that same NFT project near the top. So if I buy one, then I sell it and I do well, and then it goes up further, and I think, oh, this is going to go all the way to 40 ETH or whatever. I end up buying again, and then and then I hold it all the way down, and I lose those profits. So double dipping for me is something that I'm trying very hard not to do, because 9 out of 10 times I lose by doing that, and actually sometimes can lose all the profit I've made when I buy back in. Yeah. So that's my first one.
Yeah.
What's yours, Kate?
If you're super new, I wouldn't even be worried about making money yet. You're gonna probably lose most of your money in the beginning. So I would just accept that you're gonna lose most of your money in the beginning and just focus more on learning. Like learn who the top coins are. Like if you can't name the top 10 cryptos or even know anything about them, then that should be your focus, to learn what they are. And same with NFTs, like learn who the big boys are and then figure out why. And then watch videos, watch as many videos as you can, and give yourself at least 3 or 4 months to kind of figure this shit out, because it's a big world. And once you kind of figured out some of the basics, then I would choose one to go deeper into. I think if you go in deep into crypto and NFTs, you're going to end up, pulling a 5 out of 10 on everything. And the goal is not to do that. The goal is to eventually, once you've got a basic understanding, to pick something that's kind of more specific and become a hitter. Try and hit a home run in one of those. Because if you don't, I'm just pulling this out of Alex Becker's book, you're just going to hit singles for your whole life, and you don't want to do that. You want to hit a triple. You want to hit a home run. So I would say focus on learning. And so watch everybody. Watch Benjamin Cohen. Watch his technical analysis on YouTube. Watch Journey Cryptos. Well, okay, maybe not. He hasn't been uploading, but watch Elliot Trades for NFT stuff. Obviously, me and Philip make a ridiculous amount of content. I've got a playlist for newbies. It's called NFT Playlist for Beginners, I think, something like that on my YouTube channel. But I'm trying to think who else has an educational YouTube channel. WGMI, I would say maybe follow WGMI, The Drop, NFT, like news channels like that, just so you're aware. NFT Nate, yeah, he's great. Just watch a lot of people. Yeah, I'm trying to think. He doesn't do as many educational videos. Well, I guess he has started doing that. But yeah, just watch as much and give yourself 3 to 4 to 5 months to learn this shit. And don't worry about the money part as much. The money part will come, but it's going to take probably 1 or 2 cycles before you figure out how this shit works,
Yeah. I would also say that another thing is get involved in communities before buying the NFTs. Go into Discords, help out in those Discords, get recognized by the founders and the mods as just someone who's helpful. Especially, let's say that you're interested in getting involved in the space, but not necessarily being a flipper, and you want to maybe become a mod, work your way up to higher positions. That would be the best way to do it. And then I think the other thing that I would say that I didn't do in the beginning, and I wish I had, is stick to a meta in NFTs. And I would say in crypto as well. So don't try and have a bag of absolutely everything. One art project, one metaverse project, I would rather get to know what really sticks with you. Maybe it's just PFPs. Maybe it's world like NFT worlds and land and metaverse. Maybe it's art, and get to know that specific meta very, very well, and projects within that meta very well, and stick to that instead of becoming a sort of a know-all of everything where you know very little on everything. Try to focus and pick a genre and stick with it. And I'd say the same thing with crypto. Choose a crypto that excites you the most, and dollar cost average into that if you want to invest. I wouldn't really try and figure out every blockchain and be involved in all of it, because it's just overwhelming. There's too much. So it would be mine.
Yeah. Plus, we're content creators. Yeah, like I don't know. It's hard for me to think of in the terms of someone who's not looking at it from a content angle, but I've always watched content with the goal to eventually be a content creator for whatever I'm watching. And so I think of it more from a content creation side. But if you're not looking to be a content creator, you're just looking to be like a participant, that's fine. I just think that you're wasting an opportunity. If you're just trying to get into crypto and NFTs to trade, that's fine. I'm just saying this so that you can kind of open your eyes to the possibilities here. But working in Web3 is a way better option than trying to trade your way through NFTs and crypto. You're going to make way more money getting a job as a moderator or a community manager or something on a team of a Web3 project, because there are a lot of them are startups. So there's a lot of flexibility there. You can kind of wear a bunch of different hats and add a bunch of things to your resume. And also, speaking of that, Philip, this is more geared toward you. I have an offer for a company looking for a host and a co-host style stuff. And so they pay very well. And so they just emailed me and said, hey, we'd love for you to submit like a little video, interview style thing where I just rant for like a minute kind of thing. So I think that's like a public thing. So if it is, I'll send that to you. Cause they pay like very, very, very well. I don't even know if you're interested, but
I'm taking the host role. I'm taking the host role there. You're going to be the co-host. But that would be great. Yeah. I mean, I
don't care, bro. As long as I'm the host of the Joyous Kingdom, I don't give a fuck. That would just be for money.
I'm completely. If you refer something to me, you must be the host, and I'll be the co-host. No problem.
Oh, interesting. Dark is better. All right.
I don't think so. I don't know.
It's almost too dark right now. Yeah, I was going to say
just having that one light. It's not great.
How about
like
if
trying to
you
see the
move that
screens.
small light? Maybe move that small light in front of you. Like, do you have any lights in front of you that aren't that big one?
See, the problem, I've got two, but if I put it directly in front of me, I can't see the screen that I'm looking at now with you.
Well, don't do that.
Because
Don't put it right in front. Maybe can you point it up or point it like down or like a little bit to the side or something so it's not right in your face?
yeah, but I don't want to do it right now. Just because it's going to be like, it's going to cause another something. I can feel it. There's so many wires by this light. If I move it, it's going to
Yeah.
break
We'll
something.
figure it
I
out.
don't
We'll
want to
figure it out
touch
later
it.
then.
Figure it out afterwards for sure. All right, what else we got here? What do you guys think about Goblin Burgers after the latest 123 Burger Trap announcement? Yeah, let's go to their Twitter and have a look. I did see that if you've got three, you need at least one. If you've got three, then you get something better. We obviously have seen it pump as a result of that. Let's jump into Twitter over here and have a look. They're doing well. Hey, okay, they're coming out with, they finally told you what you're going to get. The drop, it's going to, I don't know what they call it. Let's go to their thing.
What's interesting about the
Goblin.
goblins is they're crushing it for what they are. I'm just worried that, well, holy shit, they're verified. Also, like when a project is doing well and people want to be there, them offering more NFTs works. The problem is a lot of NFT projects that don't have any demand are doing the same thing, thinking that, oh, we're giving all these rewards and tokens. I'm like, yeah, but nobody cares. So it doesn't drive the value up. Like, it only matters when the community wants it. And so it's hard for new projects because they want to model themselves after the best ones, but the best ones are not playing the same game, So this is interesting to me. What are your thoughts on it?
I do think in general that you got to be careful with diluting the supply. So, with every new drop, you got to continue delivering value to the goblins. You got to continue delivering value to the burgers. Now you got to continue delivering value to the gramples, which is what's going to be the new one. And they've hinted at further drops. So yes, Bored Ape Yacht Club was able to do it. That was their meta. They created that meta. They were the first to do it. And look, it becomes challenging as you increase the supply in different collections. And we saw it with World of Women Galaxy. We've seen it even with Cool Cats with their pets collection. Almost everyone who's done that has ended up, except for Bored Ape Yacht Club, has ended up with a lower floor price of their Genesis collection, as well as a declining floor price of their secondary collection, long term. I'm saying like months. So it's going to be interesting to see what Goblin Town does. Remember, this is not their first rodeo by any stretch. And look, they might have a plan with all of it. So, I mean, the thing that's interesting here, if you have a look at what I'm showing, let me make a big, just for anyone who can't see it for a second. So the thing that's interesting to me here is that it seems to me like you might be burning your burgers. I mean, I'm just guessing because like goblins, they don't give you proper like information, right? But they're saying, basically there's a trap. You need a goblin in number one. You need a goblin, then a goblin plus a burger gives you, and they've cut off what you get. A goblin plus 2 burgers gives you, and they cut off what you get, 3 burgers, and then a hot dog, just very whatever, gives you something else, right?
Did you see the Saudi version of this? They're doing a soulbound NFT token.
No, I didn't.
That was a new Medium article. So I covered this yesterday when I did the live stream. So if you want to get through this terrible audio that I did on that video, you can. But what happened was they made this NFT that's not going to dilute their original collection, like we were just talking about the goblins, with any NFT project. Instead, they're going to give you an NFT that basically is tied to the original Saudi NFT, and they move together. And so it's almost like a POAP style NFT. And so it grows in value because of that. And then basically, if you still hold it, well, I don't even understand how that part works, because like if you hold it long term, you get rewarded. I'm like, you don't have a choice though. Like I think it gets transferred with the NFT that you buy. So it's a really interesting idea, and it doesn't dilute the original collection because it's not a new collection really, because you can't sell it. It's automatically stuck with your NFT. So it's an interesting idea. And I like that. Like we're starting to see new projects do that. Like Wolf Boy is thinking about doing that. They're going to have like a secondary collection, but it's not a new NFT collection. It's like a portal system, like the Goons have, where you can swap between the two, whichever one you vibe with more.
Yeah, well, Doodles did that. Doodles was the first to do that with their space doodles.
Yeah. So I
And
think
that
it's
was
interesting idea.
that was novel when they did it, and now people are starting to copy it. But I don't particularly like that either because you don't really get any increased value.
It depends. Yeah, it
I
depends why they're doing it and what you want out of it. So for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I mean, interesting with the what they're doing at Goblin Town. I do think it's very bullish if you have to burn your burger in order to
Mhm.
get the grumple because that cuts supply. And that would be the right way to, in my opinion, that would be the right way to do it, because then you're basically swapping the burger collection with this grumple collection, right?
Right.
Instead of having another collection. So I hope that's what they're doing. Like anything goblins, they're not telling you exactly what it is or what you're getting. But we have seen the burgers go from about zero point 0.8 all the way to 1.5 Ethereum. So people are obviously buying more
Are you
burgers.
kidding me?
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
and the
god.
Genesis collection went from 2.5 ETH to 4 ETH. It's now retraced to about 3.5 ETH.
Wow.
So definitely a lot of excitement here.
You getting
Um,
in or are you getting out? I mean, or what are you gonna do?
no, I'm out a long time. I got out in order to get my Moonbird. I sold that.
Oh
I
yeah.
sold some other deed land. I sold a couple of things to get my Moonbird, and the next thing. So I'm trying to get a other deed with a
Coda.
coda on it, but in the Bioswamp, which is the Bored Ape land.
Oh
So so I've already got Bored Ape Land with an artifact without a coda. So I would sell that, and then put in a bit of ETH and try to do that swap. Failing which, I want to try and get into CryptoPunks at the right time when it drops to
yeah.
half of what it is now. So yeah, I'm being very selective and I'm selling all my. I've gone from 300 NFTs. Obviously, I've got a hidden folder which has got
Yeah.
700 NFTs in,
Oh
of
my
which maybe
god.
no, but maybe 400 were rubbish airdrops and scams, and
Yep.
maybe 300 were NFTs that were either, yeah. Anyway, but I've gone from 300 not hidden to 150 not hidden.
Very
So
impressive.
I've really been cutting to try and get profits, and reinvested it. So I'm very happy with my Moonbird, and yeah, now I've got to get
Hell yeah.
either a punk or a Coda board
If you
ape
get a
board
punk,
ape land.
bro, if you get a fucking punk, that should be your number one priority, bro. There's nothing more lit than a fucking crypto punk. That's like buying a whole Bitcoin for crypto people. Like that's like the top that's like the top thing that you could do is to own a punk. That's like in my opinion, that's way cooler than having a board ape. That's just my opinion, just
Really,
because the historical value. I would
because
much well, honestly, I don't
values are
know.
the
I don't
same.
know.
The values are
Huh?
the same, and I chose a board ape. I just resonate more with the image of a board ape than I do a pixelate. Just in general, forget
Yeah,
CryptoPunks and board ape. I'm not a pixel guy. If you look at my wallet, I don't have any pixel projects. It doesn't speak to me. I don't. They're just not me. You get other guys who love pixel art, and that's their thing. So I'm a
I love
PFP
pixels.
guy. Yeah, so there you go. So I think a punk and a ape have got the same notoriety. I think like if you've got your PFP as a punk or an ape,
Mhm.
you respect it. If you're a
It's a
pixel
historical thing
guy,
for me.
then it's a punk. Yeah, so there's no doubt crypto punks have got more historical value, but board apes have also got that. They really are the first very successful PFP NFT projects. What they've done has just been absolutely incredible. And I know not everyone's a Bored Ape Yacht Club fan, and each their own, but I don't know, it just feels like it fits me better. But yes, if I could get a punk also, that would be incredible.
Dude, having a punk, a moonbird, and an ape in one wallet, god damn, that better be a ledger, bro. That better be a ledger that you got that
Yeah, no,
stuff
of
in.
course, of course. And never mind, I moved all my crypto off all exchanges
Hell yeah.
and onto my ledger. So it's now
Nice.
my keys. So I've got everything on my ledger, and it was on a good exchange that I really don't think is under any risk. But
Is
I
it
thought,
Binance or
screw
something?
this. It's Luno, which is in South Africa the biggest exchange here, but it's backed by a Swiss bank. So and they've like a proper financial institution. So as far as it goes in South Africa, your choices here, it is the best of the best.
Gotcha.
Um, but still, I mean, in the end of the day, it's not worth risking. So I moved everything over to my ledger, all my coins. and I've only got Bitcoin and Ethereum. I don't delve in anything else.
Yeah.
If I had to, as I said to you on one of the other shows, I would get a bit of Solana. I'm quite bullish on that ecosystem. But other than that, I've never been into the shit coins and the small cap coins. I just, as I said in advice, to Zappa, I can't know enough about everything. So I'm comfortable with Bitcoin and ETH, and that's where it's at.
Yeah. Hell
So
yeah.
we've got Theo here. Wow. It seems I'm outvoted as it stands now. We got 2 votes saying punks over apes. I want to hear from everyone else. Guys, let us know in the comments. Punk or an ape? If you could have either tomorrow, what would you prefer, a punk or an ape? It's going to be interesting to see.
That would be hard, though. That would be really, really hard to think about that. Because I was thinking about the lines of like having both. I don't like, if I had both in my wallet, I would pick the punk. But if I had neither in my wallet and I had to pick one, that I feel like that's a bit different. Like that'd be a bit different. If I had both in my wallet, I don't know. If I had both in my wallet, I would say I like the punk. But if I've got neither in my wallet and I had to pick one for like my PFP, I would go ape. I would go ape for a PFP. But a punk, if I had to choose between the 2 in my wallet and I was like, which one do you like more? I'd probably go with the punk just because it's more historical for me. But if I had to pick one to have, I would probably go with the ape still.
Yeah.
That was tough, dude. That was really hard, actually.
So interesting. Yeah, he's got 3 burgers, debating what to do. Look, it might be, I don't know, might be worth picking up another goblin and then doing one with 1 burger, one with 2 burgers instead of one with 3. I imagine what it's going to, this is just a guess. Obviously, I know nothing about this. I don't have any alpha. But I would imagine that you're going to get a rarer grumple, a grumple that is more rare, depending on how many burgers you burn. I could be completely wrong. If that is the case, rarity for me is never a huge thing, to be quite honest. Especially in a bear market, if you need to sell an NFT, unless it's in the top 0.01%, you're going to put it at floor if you need to get out and no one's
or a
buying.
very, very specific trait that people like in a project where people like that. Like, for example, like the DJ Tunes, there's like a couple traits in that project that people really fuck with. So if you find one like that is near the floor, like within like 10 or 20% of the floor, it may be worth it. But for the most part, I stick with the floor as well.
So if that is the case, and maybe they will tell you when it comes to mint, if it is just giving you a rarer grumple, I would even sell one of my burgers to put towards another goblin and then to get 2 grumples instead of 1 rare grumple with 3 burgers. That's just me. Or just sell 2 burgers and keep it as ETH and get 1 grumple with 1 burger. If rarity is what's going to change here. If it's something except for rarity, then depending on what it is, that will determine what I would do.
Yeah.
So then we got Ziggy.
Hear about the cool babies?
Yeah, shame, man. They lowered the price even. And hey guys, how are things? What have you missed? Ziggy, we want to know, would you rather, if you could only have one, would you rather have a CryptoPunks or a Bored Ape? Let us know. Cade, man, I know you interviewed Danny. I watched that, a brilliant interview. If anyone hasn't seen it, what a nice guy. Really, really cool. I loved it. And you know what I love? I love your quick fire questions at the end. I love that too. I love that, man. And I really think you're really talented with interviewing people so much. And I'd never met Danny. So it was really interesting. And he's so down to earth. And it was really nice. It was really a nice interview. I don't know much about the babies drop. I know that the floor of Coolman's Genesis has dropped quite a lot. I know that the babies didn't sell out. I know that they lowered the mint price. I think the 20,000 collection was a big mistake. I don't think they should have done 10,000 for public at all. I think they should have done 10,000 free for holders, and that's it in this particular market. I just think
I would have said I would have said 15K total. If you're going to do any, like, if it's going to be a collection that's bigger than the Genesis, I would have said 15 max. But even that, dude, like, I remember when I interviewed him, I knew those statistics. I knew it was going to be a 0.2 ETH mint. I knew it was too much. I knew the collection was too much. But he was telling us that there was an announcement coming up. He said it's going to be the biggest of his career. So I went into that podcast thinking, okay, there's an ace in his sleeve somewhere. Like, there's somewhere hidden. There's something that's big that's going to, like, there has to be a reason they would have made this a 0.2 ETH mint and a 20,000 collection, because there's no way he would do that, right? No way the people on his team would let him do that. So when he came with the announcement, they made 2 mistakes. The first mistake was doing the announcement on Twitter Spaces. the worst place you could ever make an announcement, even though you have the highest reach there. There's no way you could hope to get hype in a fucking Twitter space. He makes this announcement by himself with the rest of the team muted, right? So he goes, here's my announcement. There's no drum roll. There's no hype music. There's no video. Just go show. And I was waiting because I said, okay, this is not a hyped announcement because it's just him like on a mic and like no sound or anything. So it's not that like exciting. So there must be another sentence coming after this, something along the lines of backed by Netflix or backed by Disney or something like that. And it didn't come. It was by some random like producer company.
What was the announcement?
So basically he said he's coming out with the show, a legitimate show on TV and stuff or whatever. So that's a huge announcement, but he do it the way, so it wasn't hyped. If he had come out with a video or a movie style clip that went viral, that would have been way more effective at getting across that message of, hey, we're about to be a fucking show. That would have done wonders for the floor price and increasing engagement and excitement for the project. So since he didn't do that, the announcement tanked. Like as soon as he said that announcement, the price went from 0.8 to 0.4 or 0.5. So that kind of stunk. But that was the main reason. And then the second thing that went, obviously, point ETH, mint, and then the amount of babies that they had was just too much. And I just figured that the announcement would cover that, but they just didn't do the announcement the right way. However, they still, like, even with the big announcement, that was still too much. And so I'm gonna assume that the people on the team have their head down under the sand, just in Cool Man Universe land, which is fine. But if you launch a collection, you have got to be consulting people who are not inside of Cool Man's, who are in the normal world of NFTs, who know what's going on, who know the meta, who are engaged who are playing around in the dirt, like you and me, who are the YouTubers. That's my biggest piece of advice for any project launching. Before you do any kind of launch, to reach out to people in this space who are not affiliated with your project really, who don't care as much, and who are there for the entire space and can tell you what's actually up, what not to do. Is it okay to do this kind of mint? Should it be this expensive? Is this too much? Why? He didn't do that. Clearly, he didn't do that. And I love Danny, and I think they did a great job for their brand. But what I think he realized was that his audience in Web 2 is not the same audience in Web 3. The people in Web 3 don't care about his show. They care about what the show tells people for the floor price. They care about what the narrative is for the show. So they don't care. They're not watching all the videos he puts out. The people that watch his TikToks, he's got 3 million followers. The people who watch those TikToks aren't the same people who are invested into the NFT project. It's a very different type of person. So when he did that announcement, instead of the floor doing a 5x, it tanked because people don't care. They're like, look, if it's not backed by Netflix, then we don't want it. You know, and so I think he realized that, or if he didn't, he needs to, because that will affect how the project does in the future. I still think it's one of my strong. It's still one of my most high projects. I still think that project is ultra strong. I just think they kind of botched the mint, which is totally fine. You know, that happens all the time.
What is it called? I'm trying to find the babies collection here. What is it actually called?
Cool Babies. Type in one word. Cool Babies. There it is. Babies by Cool Man. Sorry, Babies. That one. So I've got one or two in my wallet still.
No, I don't think it's this one. How could there only be 7,000? But people could claim it for free if they were a holder?
They can claim up to a certain amount. I don't know how. I can't remember exactly. So
if you
wait, is that the right one?
Hold
on. That is the right one. That is the right one. So yeah, one for one claim. But I don't think it's.
Why didn't
it's only been like a day or two? I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't remember actually.
I must be honest. The gambler in me thinks that at 0.34 for the Genesis, that it's quite a good.
Especially the one with the snail. You see the one with the snail right there?
Yeah.
If you have any kind of baby, I think you can get a baby that's specifically tied to that one that the original one's holding. So I actually briefly thought about flipping my NFT in my ledger to get one of these kind. But like it's too risky for me. I don't know. I feel like with my luck, I would sell them.
I'd sell my leisure one. Claimed. I'm sure this guy's already claimed. Is there a way to check?
Oh yeah, it's possible.
Is there a way to check?
I don't know. I assume so.
Let's have a look.
Ooh, that's a cool one.
Let's just go to Cool Babies again, yeah, the baby one, and let's see if they've got a different website, because I'm not seeing babies on. No, it's on their normal Coolman. So there should be.
You might have to jump in their Discord. There might be a link in their Discord or something. I'm not sure.
have they closed the mint now?
Let me check. I don't think so. I haven't been keeping too much up to date with them. Like after I claim my baby, I kind of
Because I want to be able to check if these floor ones have claimed their babies or not. There should be a way to do it.
let me
But I
put it
don't
into
know.
the I'll put it into their Discord. I'll ask right now.
But I think you have to log into the portal, which you can only do if you've got a Coolman, which I don't. But there should be a way to do it before you buy off the floor. I agree with you. I think that these are projects that have done well initially in a bull market. In a bear market, they just take things for granted that it's going to be the same. And we saw this with Lazy
Okay, there's a baby
Lions.
checker. There's a baby checker.
Where is it?
It is. Where the fuck is it?
We saw with Lazy Lions exactly that. They were the OG, and they really are an amazing project. And they, I think, took for granted that they would sell out their cubs, and they ended up not selling out, really struggling. And there's another project that we provide alpha services to that I'm not going to mention. That's actually an incredible project that's very under the radar, but with utility that's absolutely incredible and very unique. And they are doing their launch in drops of 2,500. And they literally had to sell another 1,500 to get to 5,000. And
Wow.
I think they took for granted that their existing community would buy more than they did, and I think they sold 300. They even were on pre-mint. They got like 2,000. But I said to the guy who introduced me to them, I said they shouldn't launch now. He said, "Bro, I've told them they won't listen." And that's what it is. They're not talking to guys who are like boots on the ground, like
no sense, dude.
in the trenches. And they're just
it.
thinking, oh yeah, we've done this before. Of course we can do it. And it's really a different ball game at the moment.
It's the fucking audacity. They literally think that they just are more than they are. I'm like, fam, you are not all that. You are not all that. Unless you're Bored Ape Yacht Club, you are not all that. Unless you're Doodles, you're not all that. There's no project. If you're not a top 5, you are not all that. Even Dead Fellas is scary. Like if they dropped, I mean, they had their second collection, but if they dropped one right now, I wouldn't be 100% sold on the fact that they're going to sell out. Like you're not a top 5 project. You can't rely on your community like that unless you're going to do a full free 1-of-1 claim mint. Even that you might not sell out, obviously, like we just saw.
So we got a PE boy here. That's Port Elizabeth. It's not too far from me. Yes, I'm in Joburg. I am in South Africa and South African. However, I'm also Australian. I was born in Australia, and when I was 8 years old, my parents immigrated to South Africa. So I can also say one sentence in an average Australian accent. Do you want to hear it, Cade?
Yes, say it.
Hold on. I gotta put my stuff on the Barbie. Just hold on. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Park the car in the car park.
Ah, God.
Is that good or no?
Bro, that's Boston. What are you talking about?
No, okay, hold on. Park the car in the car park.
Is that not a Boston saying?
No, that's Australian.
That's Australian. I have no idea, dude.
When you need to go to Australia, they don't ask for a passport. They ask you to say, park the car in the car park.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Then they let you in their country. Anyway, yeah, I am Australian. Ace of Wiz, it's good to see you, my man. Always here, which is great. We got 30 and up. So, guys, the question here is very, very simple. If you could choose either a Bored Ape Yacht Club, or a crypto punk, you can only choose one. Which one is it? So we've got 30 and a wake up saying punk's value comes from the art, which I agree, and the historical value, right? Apes have to deliver, which I agree. So punks, but I like ape community better as long as they can. See, I don't really like the ape community. They're all pretentious
I don't
bastards.
like them.
I don't like the actual community side of it, but I respect the project. Look, I respect CryptoPunks hugely as well, but I mean, I could have easily bought a punk instead of an ape. They're the same price. And I swear to God, it never even entered my mind. But also, punks has pumped the last couple of weeks. And when I bought my ape, they were sort of sitting at where they always have been. So, yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, the community side is weird because, like, I don't know if you saw, but I interviewed the World of Women community manager, Kashfi. Super awesome, actually. Really cool person.
I did see.
Yeah, and so I loved her, and I know she does a great job with the community managing side. But community managing and an actual person, like you can do a great job at managing the community, but you can't choose who's in the community. And I wasn't impressed when I was in the World of Women community as far as the people. I just didn't feel like a great. I don't know what it was. I know multiple people who said the same thing. Like Fidel was in that project. He was just like, yeah, I just didn't really fuck with them. Like I thought I would, and I didn't. And I think it's more about like their message. Like I fuck with their message, but the people, like the actual humans in there, I wasn't like super like. I was like, whatever. But it's interesting. Like you can do all the work and still get shitty people. Not saying that they all suck. But I agree that there's some communities and some projects that the narrative and the theme and the brand is super important over the actual people. Same with Gary V. Like I might not fuck with the people in VFriends, but I fuck with Gary V. So who cares?
Yeah. How do I check if a baby's been claimed here, Cade?
Oh yeah. So there's a baby checker. I just don't know if there's a link yet. That might be one of those things that they're coming out with. After the claim has happened. Let me see if I can find that link.
I don't know why projects don't do this, and I've seen one or two do it. Once they've been claimed, create another trait here called baby claimed or not.
I know, dude. I'm waiting for Biopills to do that.
People can search on OpenSea as for ones that haven't been claimed instead of having to sit there. I mean, I did that with.
Okay, so there's one on the website. But it says it's on the website. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
I'm on the website.
All right, let me check on my phone. Maybe it's a mobile thing I can find. Okay, so Portal.
You check. In the meantime, I'm carrying on with comments here. I love to hear that. Yeah, man, you got to work your way up. Not that I'm in any way at the top, but it's definitely worth it for sure. I mean, so my story is that I started, I minted into a project, and it didn't go so well. And because I minted so many, it was my first mint. Because I minted so many of them, I was financially scared and invested in the project. So I started giving them advice. I've got a marketing degree. I started a business 20 years ago here that does well. And I started advising them on the marketing side. To cut a very, very long story short, they ended up making me a mod. They then ended up making me community manager, and they then ended up making me an equal founder with them. But they sort of walked away when they made me founder, didn't give me the keys to the wallet, and I was just trying to entertain the Discord with games and merch and stuff like that. And then from there, I got approached by various other projects. One of them was the artist of that particular project. She started her own. I became community manager for them, and various other projects. So for about 6 months, I was doing 2 or 3 concurrent community management roles at a time, making really good money. I mean, at that stage, ETH was about $2,500-3,000, and I was making between 2 to 3 ETH per month. But I was working per project. But I was working incredibly hard and a lot of hours, and it just wasn't sustainable. But I found that all these new projects, when they were launching, they wanted a YouTuber. So I thought, let me become a YouTuber so I can offer the full package. So the only problem is I don't have enough time for everything. So since I've become a YouTuber, I've stopped. I don't take on community management roles. What I do is I advise projects, I consult for them, and I've got an alpha service that I offer to projects where we make calls in their Discord and all the rest. But what I would really, really love is for you to join our Discord. It's in the links on YouTube. Come into my Discord, come say hello, and I'm happy to take you under my wing and help you wherever I can. Because if I've got a fellow South African here, I'd love to have you in there. So come join the Discord and ping me in there and say hello. All right, Joshua, I look forward to seeing you. All right, Cade, where do we do it, bro?
So I haven't gotten an answer, but this is actually interesting. So I just put this in the Discord. This is a good experience. It's a good learning experience for people who are new. So I just put this in the chat, and I said, hey, guys, is there anyone who is the baby claim checker on the website? I just put this into Discord. At the bottom, you can see I just asked if someone can help me. And what I got was a DM from someone who
don't click on any links on a DM.
I know. So when you go to this page, it says you can see like it has like mod and like all these random like colors, obviously fake. So it says about me. You're not going to see their position in a project on their like this is his bio on his Discord, right? This isn't him inside the server. If you click on someone in the server within a Discord server and you click on it and it says they're a mod or whatever, that's real. This isn't a DM. I'm inside my DMs right now, not affiliated with the Cool Man Project now. I'm just in my normal DMs, and it goes to about me, mod, verified holder, NFT member. So clearly he's a scammer, right? That's my first thing. So you know he's a scammer. And look at the messages he sends. He says, "Is the baby claim checker there?" He says, "Yes, of course it is. Have you been able to find it yet?" And like, motherfucker, just give me the fucking link if you're real. You know, obviously this is a scam. So if you get any kind of message that sounds kind of weird, like, why would he ask you if you found it? I just put in the thing. I can't find it 10 seconds ago. Like, of course not.
But bro,
So he's
honestly,
scamming you.
why? Yeah, I agree with you. And like my DMs in Discord are off. But why
Yeah.
isn't it easier to find the
I don't
baby
know.
section on this website? I
I
mean,
don't know.
I'm not an idiot. You're not an idiot. I'm scrolling down here. There is nowhere to find it. Why should it be so difficult? If the mint is ongoing, I might want to mint one. There's
Exactly.
nothing. I can't find it yet. This is the ABCs. I mean, you don't need me. You know, special
don't get it.
vibes, bro. It says babies here, but you can't click on that. I mean, if I click on it, it does nothing.
Yeah,
'Cause I mean,
nobody
here I
seems
am,
to know inside there.
but that's ridiculous. Here I am. I'm
It
honestly
is.
considering buying one of these off the floor. You said the snail one is good if it hasn't claimed a baby. I want to see if it's claimed a baby. Why can't I check that easily? I mean, it should be basic,
It
you know. And
should. It should be.
even to find the baby's collection, if you didn't know the name is difficult, they should
Yep.
have a link in the Coolmans here in the description saying to view our baby collection, click here. In the baby section, they should have a link to say to view the Genesis collection, click here. This is not rocket science. You don't
Yep.
need, like, this is not something you need Cade or I to advise you on. This is just the ABCs. And I mean,
Agreed.
Coolman Dan knows all of this. He really does. So I don't know why none of this is being actioned properly. All right, let's get off Coolman's. If they do answer you, will you let me know?
Yes. I'm looking. I'm in the Discord
right.
right now. I'm going to see if someone answered. Okay, hold on. I got a response. Here we go. It's
You
on the
said-
minting website.
Oh, great. Where's the minting website?
Hold on. What? He says, what I've been doing is going to OS, type in the ID of the splash you're questioning, and search the baby's collection. If you get a hit, it's been claimed.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. Yeah. No, I understand exactly what he's saying. So he's saying, like, I'm looking here at 3544, then go into babies, type in 3544.
That is so annoying.
And there it is. Yeah.
Well, you
But
can. I mean, you
that's
could.
actually, I mean, that's actually, yeah. I mean, that's pretty. You know, not always with drops do they correspond. So you would need to know that. But yeah, I mean, so let's try this one because you said.
And biopills is
they're
even worse,
holding-
dude. Biopills, you have to literally manually type in these numbers. Like, there's no way to know, and it's
Well, that's
unbelievable,
what
bro. Like, I have an
yeah.
unclaimed pill, and I should be able to sell that for at least 1 ETH. But nobody knows it's
And no one
unclaimed. So
knows.
it's like,
yeah.
unbelievable. Oh, you typed into the wrong
So
one.
that's cool, man. Sorry, let me go babies. See if a baby's been claimed. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume all the
Right.
ones, especially the ones where they're holding something, have probably been claimed. But also, like, I wouldn't give a shit, dude. Like, I mean, the babies are cute and they're cool or whatever,
No,
but like,
look,
I
so
care
I'm
about the
thinking-
Genesis one.
Me too. I'm thinking at this price, it's very attractive.
Good price.
But
Very good
at
price.
this price, plus the 0.07 floor of the babies, it's even more attractive because you're pretty much paying 0.25 then, you know,
Yep.
0.08 floor of the babies. Then you're paying a lot less. Yeah. But
Dude,
yeah,
honestly,
I mean,
that cool man with that snail is fucking. I like that one. I like that one a lot.
Girly. It's too girly for me. I like this guy more.
Yeah, Devin likes
mean,
that trait too. I like the hoodies, so I'm mainly attracted to the hoodie
I'm
trait.
also
I
a
really
hoodie
fuck
guy.
with them.
I like hoodies on any collection.
You know what? Just because I'm thinking about hoodies now, I'm gonna go put on a hoodie.
Go put on a hoodie. Okay, GameStop NFT Marketplace officially launches. So this is quite interesting because they did $1 million in their first day, which for a new marketplace is really incredible.
Hold
They're
on.
not
So
really.
I'll be back in like 1 minute. I'm gonna go pee real quick.
All right, my bro.
right,
They're not really competing with OpenSea over here at all because they're doing specifically game NFTs. So if you go onto GameStop, which we'll do now, you're not seeing Bored Ape Yacht Club, and you can't like I connected my wallet. I can't sell any of my existing NFTs from OpenSea on GameStop. So it's basically that it's more they've partnered with Immutable X, so it's an Immutable X thing. If it's on Immutable X, you're going to see it on GameStop, and vice versa. So all the collections that I saw there were, I'll just show you here. Yeah, and it's interesting they're going to be doing a token. So look, I mean, it is worth just signing up, going onto GameStop's marketplace, maybe depositing a tiny amount just in case they drop a token airdrop, which it does seem like they might do. But I don't know if you can see this here, but the projects that are here are ones I've never heard of. So they're not OpenSea ones. But to think that they've done, $1 million in their first day in volume is really, really impressive. And their niche is going to be that they're going to be focusing on game related NFTs only. They're not going to be focusing on non-game related NFTs. I also found this chart, which I found really interesting. So first of all, there isn't X2Y2 on here, which is doing about $2 million a day. But this is showing you of all NFTs sold, this is what's happening. So you see blue, the light blue here, the C is OpenSea. Then the green is looks rare. And I find this very, very interesting. Why was LooksRare doing so well? They did more than OpenSea on this particular day, and why have they pulled back so much?
Maybe
Do you know
because
why?
Bored Apes. I think I have a theory. I think Bored Apes got delisted for a couple days. Yeah, or that was
No.
wait. When was that? Hold on, that was like a long time ago.
Well, yeah, but here the question is why is OpenSea dominating? What happened here? And then why has whatever happened to give LooksRare all of this market share started to pretty much gone away?
Wasn't there an OpenSea phishing scandal? Or wasn't there a couple scandals that happened around
No,
that
it's
time?
like nothing like it's nothing like that. Look, I don't know this for sure,
Hmm.
but my thesis on this is when the bear market started. And when the bear market started, LooksRare was the only one that allowed you to do collection-based offers. So you could do an offer on the entire collection. So guys were lowballing left, right, and center. Now the bear market hits and people start accepting all those lowball offers because they're scared and they want to get out. What
Collection
changed over
offers.
here? Collection offers, an offer on an entire collection.
How much would you have to pay
No, man. Cade, I'm gonna show you.
on an entire collection?
Okay, so if you don't understand, maybe everyone doesn't understand. So let me show you what I mean. You go into Luxury over here, right? And let's just
I mean,
find
I've
a
seen the
decent
feature, but I figured it was like, okay, like no one can actually afford this. You're buying the entire Moonburst
No, you're
collection.
not buying the entire collection. Let's just say three landers, because that's pretty affordable, right?
Yeah.
So you go into three landers, you say, look, I don't care what my three lander looks like, but I want to buy a three lander. The floor price of them is 0.32, and the highest offer is 0.21. I can make an offer on the entire collection to say I'll pay any of you, whoever accepts it,
Ah,
0.22 for one three lander NFT. And that's why you
interesting.
can see on LooksRare, all the offers, the highest offers are the same because people are making an offer on the entire collection. I don't mind which one it is, but I will do it. What's changed is that OpenSea recently launched the same feature. And now, if you go onto OpenSea and we go to three landers, you can make a collection offer. Now, that was only launched about a month ago. And the reason why people would rather do it on OpenSea than LooksRare is because LooksRare doesn't stop you from selling a stolen NFT to an offer, whereas
Yes, I hate
OpenSea
that
does.
fucking thing, dude. That is so
S-
ridiculous. That is so ridiculous that OpenSea can freeze your asset, the asset that you bought, freeze an asset that you didn't even know was stolen, and now you've wasted
Yeah.
all that ETH. It's unfucking believable,
So
and
you can
honestly,
still
OpenSea
sell
should be
it on
ashamed.
LooksRare. I agree. I do, and we'll talk about it. But
It's fucked
I
up.
still, you can still sell it on LooksRare when it's been flagged by OpenSea.
Yeah,
But it
but it's still
says on
fucked, bro.
LooksRare flagged by OpenSea. However, you can go straight on LooksRare and accept whatever offer is there, and it goes through. So people would rather put offers on OpenSea because they're not going to be stuck with an NFT that's been flagged. So what's interesting is that OpenSea launched the collection feature the same as LooksRare, but they went one better. You can choose an attribute. So you can say, okay, for this rare trait of star stud where the floor is 3 ETH, I just want to bid on that trait, which you can't do on LooksRare. LooksRare you can
Interesting.
only do for the full collection. So OpenSea is actually one-upped LooksRare, and that is the reason, in my opinion, that you're seeing this. First of all, LooksRare blew up because everybody sold to offers, because that was exactly when the bear market started. And then here you've got OpenSea releasing their own collection,
It's
so
similar
their
to the
own
social media
collection
apps.
offers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
watching these marketplaces battle, it's very similar to watching Instagram versus TikTok versus YouTube, and you're gonna see that it's the one that people like being on. People like being on TikTok. People like being on YouTube. Instagram, they don't like so much. Instagram's kind of dying out because people don't like the way they feel when they're on Instagram. They don't like that they feel judged. They don't feel like they're comparing themselves to other people on Instagram who have a nicer grid than they do. With TikTok, it's a whole lot of just degenerate bullshit everywhere, and it's fun. YouTube is fun. You can type in what you want to see. Instagram just shows you a bunch of ads and stuff that you don't want to see. So it's going to matter what people like being on. When they're on OpenSea, do you have a good feeling when you're on OpenSea versus LooksRare? For me, I still haven't even operated really on LooksRare or anywhere else really. Like I focus 99% of my time on OpenSea just because I know it's the one we've all used. I'm used to it. I probably should get on LooksRare for the amount of shit that OpenSea puts on us just because they're top
No,
dog. But
so LooksRare used to be so cool for offers because, as I said, you can make that collection. You can make that collection offer. Now that you can't, you can't. But Theo's got an interesting point that I want to actually counter, and that's the listing rewards on LooksRare, which is very very enticing. So if you list, not sell, if you list one of the top trending NFTs currently, you earn a certain amount of looks token for per day while it's listed, as long as it's within 40% of the floor price. So I've got another deed here. I could theoretically list that other deed. Okay, this is a board ape land. This is like the best land. So doesn't have a coda, but the floor on these is 10 Ethereum. So it won't work
oh,
here. It won't work here because I would have to list it for 3.7 Ethereum in order to get the rewards within
ah,
40% of the floor. And
I
that's
see.
that's where OpenSea's done so well by having attribute offers, because once LooksRare, and LooksRare will do it, once LooksRare does that, it will see that the floor for this is actually 10 ETH because it's
Interesting.
got an artifact and it's Bored Ape Land and it's a rare artifact. And then I might be able to earn rewards. But nonetheless, you earn rewards. Now, I just want to counter that with one thing that's important. They recently, about a month ago, lowered the reward amount. So I have listed some items and I haven't claimed for about a week, and I'm sitting with $35, right? Now, that's got to do with, first of all, that all cryptocurrency token prices are down, including Looks is very, very down. And I do think it's a good token. But on top of that, they've lowered the amount of reward they give you. So
Yeah.
$30 is not enough of an incentive for me to trade here versus OpenSea. Now that I can make the same offers on OpenSea, and they get accepted quicker on OpenSea because all the users are on OpenSea.
Can you
So
list
yeah,
on
looks
both?
really needs to. Yeah, now that's what I'm saying. Now OpenSea allows you to do the same thing.
So, but you can do both and earn passive income on LooksRare though.
Yes, you could do that, but there's
Oh, do
always
it.
there's
I mean, how
always
many NFTs do you have
yeah,
listed there?
I
Is it just
no, I do, if like I can't list the other side because I have to
sure,
list it at 3.5 ETH, and there's
sure.
nothing else that's currently in the top. What, and as it
Oh,
goes
okay,
down, I
okay.
just want to show you. I just want to show you the top one. You get 200. This is worked out. It's quite complicated, but like my doodles, you're only going to get 30 of these things a day. That's not 30 looks tokens. It's 30, and they work it out. So you'll get like $3 a day. I do have it listed actually. Yeah, you can see
Oh,
I do have it listed. Mine is listed here, and it has been for the whole week, and all I'm earning is what I showed you. Um,
I mean, that's
so
okay, dude.
yeah,
Like 30, $35 a week, like that. I mean, It's not a lot, but like if you're a kid, especially like $35 a week just to list it there, that's not bad.
But I don't think you're not gonna. It has to be expensive NFTs that are in the top ones, right?
Yeah,
So
that's true.
and on top of that, the only reason I've done this is I'm actually looking to get out of Doodles at the moment to get my CryptoPunk. So I'm not going to get out at a loss. I'm not listing it at the floor, even though it's a floor one. But I'm happy to have it listed. I actually also have it listed on OpenSea because I'm looking to sell. Whereas if it was like my Bored Ape, for example, which I don't want to sell, you always run the risk. Like here, I could get 100 a day by listing my Bored Ape. You run the risk that Bored Apes moon overnight, and you wake up and your freaking Bored Ape is gone when you didn't really want to sell it, right? Yeah.
Agreed.
So only works if you want to sell the actual collection, and this list is always changing based on what's trending at the moment. You know,
what's your price for Bored Apes for you to sell again?
180 ETH.
What does ETH have to be at though?
For me, 1 ETH is 1 ETH, but I bought near the bottom. I bought it $1,000 ETH. So and I paid 85. If I could 2x, I would get out, and that's like I'm within a short time frame. That's why I'm saying 180, because you've got to pay fees and whatever. If I sold for 180, I'd end up with about 165 ETH or something like that for something I paid 80.
Yeah.
The problem is I'd be wanting to get back into it because I really like having a Bored Ape. So that's why I'm saying if it happened quickly, I would be happy to get out because I know it would drop again soon and I get back in. If it's a slow, gradual increase over months and months, that number might go up. If I wouldn't necessarily sell at 180 if I think that they're going to 300.
Yeah.
And they have been at 300 before.
Oh, also,
I've got a US dollar. I've got a US dollar amount. I paid about $80,000 US dollars, and if it hits $300,000 US dollars at any stage, I will sell, and I'm taking.
What if it's feeling extra bullish though, and you're like, man,
no. That's when you should. That's when you should sell.
Nice.
I would sell if I can. If I could get to $300,000, I would sell immediately, very happily. And I did the same thing with my mutant. No, I would convert it immediately.
Oh shit! Damn.
I've learned my lessons.
Nice.
Yeah, I've learned my lessons. I sold my mutant at the absolute top, but I didn't convert it to US dollars. And it was 3,000 ETH to $3,000 to ETH. If I had converted that to USD, I could have bought a Bored Ape and another mutant and 2 mutants. I didn't. I kept it in ETH because I thought we were going to $6,000, and that was the mistake. Yeah, so $300,000 is at any stage is pretty much where I'm at with my Bored Ape.
I was gonna say with the ape, like it's a great branding tool to have in your thumbnails, but I know we've been working on trying to get more views on the live stream. So I think not just with the title, but adding some, like if you see my tea time episode thumbnails, like I always make sure there's something clickable in the thumbnail. And I know for ours, it's just our faces and then the NFT show. I think people know it's the NFT show when they see it's you and I's face. So you don't need to have that in the thumbnail, like the actual words. I think you just add in an NFT photo or fucking whoever we're talking about.
I should have put Logan Paul's face because we're going to talk about his Pokemon purchase.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
I talked about Farrakhan in our last tea time episode because the guy's getting flamed.
I wanted to strangle you. The whole episode, I watched it. His name is Farouk.
I know. At the end, when Brett said it,
like I wanted
like,
to
I like the way you're saying
it the whole time. I'm like Cade, that's not his name.
It's funny though. He really is becoming the new Beanie, bro. People really
leprechaun,
don't like
I was
him.
on the floor laughing. I was. What did you say? The Jesus leprechaun. That's
he's leprechaun Jesus. It does, dude. But the thing is, the reason I forgot his name was Farouk or Farak, whatever it is. The reason I knew that but forgot about it because I thought his name sounds like Merrick, who's a Yu-Gi-Oh character that I brought up in the end of the show because he looks like him, he sounds like him. He's a guy similar like Brand. People either love him or hate him. And I just forgot that was his name. And I see there's a question about Fuzzy. I'm fucking really that was the fucking videos. Thanks for reminding me. There was a video I was gonna make, and it was gonna be my thoughts toward what the fuck happened with Fuzzy Felons, and I forgot to make it. So I will make a full video on that. But I am not pleased, man. I'm really, really annoyed with them because they straight up lied to me. I asked them, have you taken care of your legal stuff? You guys are Elmo. You're Elmo with a gun. That's what your project is. And they said, we've already got it covered. We've spoken to all the legal. We are good. And then literally a month later, they said, hey, we got sued because we look like Elmo with a gun. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, and then they're like, we're just gonna maybe rebrand or something. I'm like, okay, so you're just rugging. You're just rugging, and you're masquerading as you're not, but you are rugging. Like, there's no other way to put it. Like, how else could you describe what you're doing here? You're keeping all the funds. You know, I am okay if you're going to keep the funds to pay yourself for the time that you guys were running Fuzzy Felons, but they made a whole lot more than that, and they're just keeping that money. So I'm like, okay, that's fine if you're going to keep the money, but then just to be okay with when we call you a rug pull, because that's what you are. If you don't want to be a rug pull, then give the money back, which I'm not saying you need to, but if you don't want to be labeled as a rug pull, as a rug puller, then you got to get the money back. Like, I don't know what to say. It's just they rugged. Fucking unbelievable.
What's the floor price?
Like 0.03 or something, probably.
There was another one. There was another one a long time ago. I'm talking 7-8 months ago, maybe even more. That looked like a Lego head. I don't know if you remember them. And same thing. Got sued by Lego. That's why I was saying the other day. My only concern with the NFT worlds, not a concern, a potential concern, is that Minecraft comes after them for monetizing their engine. And you got to keep that in mind when you're buying into these projects, right? We saw that with the Stupid Rider Rips collection. Fine, like do it, but know that they're going to be taken off OpenSea and the floor's going to drop a quarter the second they're taken off. Just know that. You know, if you want to take that risk and quickly buy and sell and profit off it, fine. But just know that. So you've always got to look at it. And, you know, for me, if I see any collection that makes me think of something from my childhood, like straight away, I think of Donald Duck or anything, I'm worried that they're going to get sued. And I'd rather not get into that collection. Whoa, Cade, you just did a Matrix scene. That's hilarious. All right, he's swapping out his camera. Then we've got people saying they'd rather have a punk than an ape. I am absolutely shocked. I mean, I respect it. I mean, I also want a punk. Huh. Maybe I need to sell my ape and get a punk. No, I'm joking.
It's probably, honestly, it's probably a lot to do with the current
being in the limelight for being who they are. There's probably just some people who are kind of thinking about that kind of stuff.
I think so. Also, I mean, I think CryptoPunks and Bored Apes are I'm putting all my eggs in the Yuga basket. I don't typically like to do that. That's why I was happy to get a Moonbirds at this point, because I'm trying to diversify a bit. I don't want to just have Yuga Lab everything. You know, if something goes wrong, and I'm not saying anything will, but it could. If something goes wrong, I had a Meepit, a Kennel Club, a Mutant, a Bored Ape, a Other Side Land, and a Punk. I'm fucked. That's my whole wallet in one, you know. So that's why I got a Moonbird. Instead of holding out and putting that towards like a Punk or whatever, I did want to diversify a bit. That's from that perspective.
That is smart.
Yeah, and that's also why I have a Doodle. I mean, I could easily now. I could sell a Doodle. I could sell my Moonbird for 30 Ethereum, sell my Doodle for 12 or whatever. I sell my land for 10. I'm already almost at what's that, 50 ETH? I'm almost there. I mean, I need 20 more ETH to get a Punk. I'm sure I can. I've got a Clone X. I could sell my Clone X. So I could get a Crypto Punk right now. But I'd rather have a little bit in those positive. All of those are blue chip ecosystems.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, 100%. Plus, like the Punks, they'll probably come back down even more. And there's just going to be waves where you can buy in at a cheaper price and stuff. So it just kind of depends, like, why and when you need to hold. I'd rather a Fairy Fiend, in my opinion, than Fuzzy Felons. Yeah, dude, I've got a lot of.
I got a lot of Bored Ape.
Oh shit.
So I'll tell you what, Michael, you send me a Bored Ape, and I'm going to send you 10 Fairy Fiends.
Oh my god, I've got so many fairies.
I think that's what he means.
At least 10.
I might be wrong. Yeah, Cade will send you 10. Just send him a Punk.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
dude.
we got Ziggy. Finally, someone in the talking sense here. Bored Ape Yacht Club for sure has a better brand. Yeah, better brand image and is better brandable. You can do more with it. Look at our logo for the show.
Agreed.
It really pops, you know.
Yeah, agreed.
And my hat. Let me put my hat on. Hold on. Let's get some branding going here.
You got a Bored Ape hat?
Hold on. I've got a Mutant because when I bought it, I had my Mutant.
Hold on, I've got an answer for the cool babies thing.
I'm not a cap guy. Caps don't really suit me. How do I
Okay,
look,
so
Cade?
on the website, it says the second button when you scroll down on the website. Oh shit! Damn, bro,
Boom.
you could sell that probably for a good bit of money on the secondary, right?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you can, if you buy like a Bored Ape pad or clothes, you can buy it for like a few $100. That's pretty. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like the mutant apes, I fuck with the mutant apes as far as like artwork more than the apes for some reason. Even though I don't really like zombies or like that kind of style art usually, but if I had to choose between the two, if they're the same price, for example, if the Bored Apes and mutant apes were the same price, what would you choose?
Bored Apes and?
Bored Apes and mutants. If they're the same price, which one would you choose for the artwork, just for the art style?
It depends. I mean, the M1 grin on the mutants is a really cool trait. So that's what my previous one had. But other than that, like all the droopy faces and shit, I don't really like. I prefer the Bored Apes. But a M1 grin, like the one I used to have as the logo for the show, was sick. It had that crazy hair. I don't know if you've seen it, but it had a grin. Let me show you. Bianca painted that. She doesn't. He was cool. He was cool as shit.
That one is pretty sick.
Look at that hair and that half a grin and the glasses, and
I like that one.
He really was so cool, man.
Legend. Okay, so we had an answer for the Cool Babies, by the way. If you go to the Cool Man's website, Cool Man's Baby website, second button when you scroll down apparently is the claim checker.
But I don't know what the Coolman Babies website is. That's the point. I only know.
No, the Cool Man's Universe website, I think. And then Lord Joshua's is not real. What's up, man?
That cap is gonna fall. That cap's gonna fall. But anyway, I'll put it back later. All right, so let's show everyone and let's try and see if we can do it. There goes Cade. All right, there he's back. Okay, hold on. Let's just hide this comment. All right, so you're saying what, Cade? Coolman's website, and then
if you go to their website, and then it says the second button when you scroll down. So, not quite sure, but let's see.
Second button when you scroll down. I'm on the Coolman's website. That's not a button. That's not a button. These aren't really buttons, are they?
Are you clicking on them?
No, but I did last time. This just takes you to
the
actual NFT on Opensea. I don't know why these are even here. They just like random NFTs. Dino World doesn't take you anywhere. Donut World, bro, this is all too fucking confusing, honestly.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I just asked like to give them some. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Anyway, I liked what that guy said. Just type the number in. I mean, that we were able to check what we want to. I wanna catch up on some comments here. Okay, so we had Joshua saying that nothing new about monetizing Minecraft. As long as you meet certain terms and conditions, you won't be banned or sued. Okay, I wonder if NFT worlds meet them. You know what the problem is? The problem is you can ask these projects, do you meet the criteria? They say yes, and they actually don't. The same as what Cade was saying now about fuzzy felons, you know.
Yeah. Just don't know.
Yeah, we got another. This is still Ziggy. Bored Ape Yacht Club's the Bitcoin of NFTs. So I don't agree with that. CryptoPunks is the Bitcoin. They don't have much use case, CryptoPunks, neither does Bitcoin, but that's the OG. For me, Bored Apes like the Ethereum. You can use it for stuff, you can buy more for it, you know. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more utility there.
Gambling servers not allowed. So yeah, Joshua, that could be something that happens. Let's just say that someone I buy an NFT world myself. I intend on launching a casino on that world. NFT world doesn't know that I'm doing that. I don't know. I can't. I get an architect a virtual architect to build it, and all of a sudden, NFT worlds gets pulled off Minecraft server because Philip, with his NFT world, built a casino without knowing that he couldn't, or something to that effect. I mean, there is a risk there. There definitely is a risk there for sure.
100%. trying to think if there's any big stories that I remember from this week.
I'm agreeing.
Let me jump in, see if there's any big stories I saw. I remember there was something I wanted to bring up on the show. What was it?
What do you mean 10%? At least plus 90% because I wore it. Listen, triple it, triple the price of the cap, and I'll sign it, man. No problem.
All right, hold on. I remember. There was this is an announcement.
Cade, for 30 ETH, I'd sell my mom. So
40 ETH, you said.
Oh well, it's gone down. It's a tough times. Desperate times.
Oh my god!
Desperate measures.
I have an announcement for all.
My mom is now for sale for 30. Yeah, let's hear your announcement.
For all NFT news, crypto news companies out there on Twitter, you're all copying each other right now. It's annoying. All of you are saying breaking news every single day. None of it is breaking news. Almost 1 out of 10 is breaking news. Stop putting breaking news. Try a different word like just in or newly found or some fucking other word. Quit saying breaking news. None of it's breaking news. Almost none of it. And they're all saying breaking news every single day. There's breaking news. I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Stop saying breaking news. Say just in. Say something like updated the fucking day. Like you saying breaking news just makes me think, okay, it's just crying wolf. At some point, I'm not even gonna read these tweets anymore. It's gonna start to kill itself. It's like when, like for example, I told Andres one day, I was like, hey man, or I think I told him, or I don't know, maybe I thought about it or I told him, but I was like, yo, you've got to stop saying alpha every time you make a tweet. Like he was overusing the word alpha. Like he would hear about something and he would say new alpha, and it would be alpha, but it wasn't making them direct money. And so when he did have something that was truly alpha, people would kind of like not read it as much because he's kept overusing the word. And so he's toned it down a little bit. So when he does say alpha now, it's way more impressive. Oh shit. God, dude, I swear, bro. Like the fucking skull is just, I just don't like it. I like the logo, the original one in the front. I think the logo's cool.
Is this an American thing that these fucking things are so long?
No, that's weird. Mine are short, dude. Mine are this long.
Yeah, I don't like that. Why the fuck are these cords so long?
Because, dude, Bored Ape Yacht Club does not know how to do clothes. My clothes is 10 times better than the Bored Ape Yacht Club clothes. I swear to God, their designs are miserable. The logo's cool.
This is not great.
That's terrible. They're not good. I don't like any of their clothes.
It feels nice. My only gripe is the length of these things. I mean, feels nice. This print on the back is good quality print. I don't know.
No, dude.
I don't mind it. But this is
weird.
Is
terrible.
Is it terrible?
Yeah, the back is terrible.
I got another one. Hold on.
Let us know, guys. If you're in the chat right now, what do you guys think of the Bored Ape Yacht Club clothes? Y'all already know. I've roasted them many times on their clothes. I think my clothes is 10 times better. At some point this year, I'll have my own clothes launched publicly. But I just don't like. What is that, bro? Like, what the
That's
fuck?
The serum, you fucker.
Bro, I know it's a serum. I don't want that on a shirt. That shit looks ugly.
You know what the problem is, Cade? I'll tell you the problem. Why people who aren't in the Yuga ecosystem don't get it.
Because it's not theirs.
When you got airdropped the serum, you made $30,000. And so when you see the serum, you like it.
I agree. I agree. But from a fashion standpoint, it's not good. From a fashion standpoint, it's awful. From a if you claimed that land and that's your land on the shirt, that's totally different. But that's just a generic serum. I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like, I wouldn't want that. Especially if you didn't get the serum. That was a long time ago. Like if you buy the serum now, it's like
I didn't get the serum.
You didn't?
Bro, I didn't get the serum. It was before. This bugs the shit out of me. This really bugs the shit out of me. This
it bugged me too, bro. That shit is weird.
But you see, it's nice. It's got a metal thing. Like little details are nice. Even the box has got Mutant Ape Yacht Club.
I got plastic
in the box.
Just as good.
No, plastic is not as good as metal, Cade. Metal is better than plastic.
How about this?
They don't need to be so long.
All right, chat. Tell Philip to send me all his Bored Ape Yacht Club clothes, and then I'll like them. No, I'm kidding. No, I thought about buying one just as a joke because I've shit on them so many times publicly for their clothes that I thought about buying one.
You had to.
You fucking
had to be an owner.
Nah, you can buy it on eBay, bro.
Unless you go on eBay, you're fine. But
you can buy it offline. Let me see. Bored Ape merch secondary sale. Let's see if I can find it. See how much it costs, like buy a hat, for example. I bet it's like $200.
Joshua, I don't know. Like, I'll tell you my experience. Cyberkongs is a great, great project. I know Cade interviewed the founder. If you haven't seen that video, go watch it on his channel. And they are a great project. As you say that, I'm thinking of Metaverse, right? It was a project that I invested in and invested heavily in. And for the first few months, I was earning like an ETH a month in tokens, but I paid 3 ETH in NFT and I had 5. So I'd invested 15 ETH and I was getting an ETH a month. Then after month 2, it was like 0.9. And then after month 3, it was like 0.7. Do you know now it's like 0.1 a month? It's just so hard with the tokenomics to keep it sustainable. Cyberkongs has done the best out of anyone in that, but I'm sure it's declining in this market heavily. Do you know what okay, do you know what you would earn on a Genesis Cyberkong? The
Fucking
ETH
nothing,
value
dude. Right now
moment?
you're earning like $10 a day. Or no, sorry.
Are you sure? Are you
No,
sure
it's like
about
it's
that?
like less than 10. It's like nothing. I remember because I checked
Are
the
you
banana
sure?
token. Yeah, let me check right now. I can check the banana token right now. Banana token
Because
was
it used
$100
to
at one
be
point.
it used to be like $1,000 a day that you were
No,
earning
now it's
if
like
you had
10.
a
It's
yeah.
banana
See,
token is worth
that's the
86 cents. So you're making $8 a day right now. So I mean, it's
yeah.
not bad. It's like you're still making money, but it's like not worth what people used to pay for it because they don't have real utility in this bear market. No one cares to use the banana token in a dying market. Also, it looks like I can buy a Bored Ape hat for like $20. It probably isn't the real one, but like who knows? Like who's gonna know? Can I see your hat again? By the way, I liked the hat.
Okay, well,
Because it was
if you
simple.
need to see it, I charge $5 per viewing. There's a separate thing, just so that you're aware. So there's a couple of things that you probably want to look out for. It's got the snapback sticker on it, but then it's also.
But I'm not gonna wear
wow.
the sticker on it, right? You're gonna take the sticker off.
No. Okay, fine. It's got embroidered at the back.
Oh, okay. Because that's probably the wallet that you had to input to get the access to the hat.
No, this isn't.
No?
This isn't my zeros. No, this
No?
isn't my wallet. It's just random.
Oh,
It might be the contract address, but I would imagine if someone was knocking it off, it might not have that embroidery at the back. And the other thing is inside of it, it's got a custom either Mutant Ape Yacht Club or Bored Ape Yacht Club label.
okay. So it looks like you
that
can
you'd
buy
want
these
to see.
hats. There's one on Etsy for $40. I imagine it's basically the exact same thing. They just basically reverse engineer the hat, but you can buy them for real, the real ones, for $75 right now. So it's expensive, obviously, but you can buy a hat and pretend like you own one for $75. I would be actually even tempted if I had a kettle club. Like if I had a kettle club, I would buy Mutant Ape clothes, but probably something, it would be very, very minimalistic. Like you guys know, all my clothes is simplistic as fuck. It's either got just the Joyage or it has like the fucking sticker logo thing. Where is it? Like this logo. It would either have just the logo or just my name. I like the simplistic. So like that hat, for example, I like that hat. It's cool. But anything extra like the back, I mean, look at his back right now. Ain't no way none of y'all like that. There's no way y'all like that back. It's just so overboard, bro. There's just so much going on. It just looks so strange. Bro, you got a big back. Did you used to be like a powerlifter or something?
Yeah, bro. I'm very strong. I told you, I'm not fit, but I'm strong. I did taekwondo for 8 years, and yeah, bro. I used to fuck people up, but now
you got a big ass back.
Yeah, I'm staunch, bro. But now I'm out of breath just from that little exercise. So I'm not fit, but I'm strong. You know, that's it.
That is so funny.
I can't run far, but if I catch you, you fucked.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I'm gonna see if I can find one.
I am a little bit out of breath. I mean, you know, bro, I'm a smoker. Hey, I smoke a lot of cigarettes a day.
Dude, I bought some joints yesterday, and I thought I was gonna be able to survive. Like last week, I smoked some blunts or some joints. I bought some, and I realized that I bought the wrong strain. Apparently, my whole life, the past 4 years, has been a lie. I've been smoking the wrong strain of weed. I've been smoking sativa, thinking it was indica, thinking that that was the one I liked. And yesterday I finally bought indica. I usually get to the desk or whoever I'm buying from and panic and say sativa because that's when I think I like, but I don't like it that much. If I smoke too much, I turn into a fucking, like, I turn sloppy and just like droopy and I can't move. My head hurts or my head feels like heavy, like I'm in jello or something. And then I finally just said, okay, let me just try indica. So I bought indica, smoked it, and that's where I got the body high for the very first time in like 4 years. And I was like, oh my God, this is the weed that I've always liked. I just, for the past 4 years, thought it was sativa. So I smoked it and I was like, oh my God.
The problem is that the next time you smoke, it's not going to be as much of that
I know.
body high.
I know.
Time after not. You should actually change. I would interchange every time so that you still get some sort of effect on it.
Yeah,
I used to be
I'm
a
not
big,
sure.
big weed smoker in my day.
Did you?
Also, I mean, I'm talking 20 years ago, whatever, but yeah. Another reason I'm staunch, bro, I've got three, as you know, I've got three beautiful little boys that, I'm picking the one up when he falls on the tennis court. I pick him up and, we go to the park and I've got these bikes and I've got to carry this and, so I got to keep up with these kids. My one boy, Danny, he every weekend we do an arm wrestle. He really wants to beat me in an arm wrestle.
Has he gotten close?
Guys, no, bro. He's like 9 years old. He's little. He'll get there. I mean, listen, I'm not a tall guy. Hey, I'm about 6'8". Sorry, 5'8". I'm not a tall guy, and I really
6'8".
Sorry, yeah, no, sorry. You see, my alter ego. I feel 6'8", but I'm about 5'8". And I really want my boys to be taller than me. I really do.
Nice. Is your wife tall?
No, Bianca's about 5'6". So she fits nice.
I'm gonna have to take one for the team. I'm gonna have to date a girl who's 6 foot to give my kids a chance because I'm also 5'8".
I don't know. I've never liked, obviously I've got friends who are taller, but I've never liked a girlfriend to be bigger than me. Like I don't want to be the little spoon in bed, right?
I've dated both. I definitely I agree with you. I'm kind of the same. But I've dated someone who was she was right at my height. She was probably the worst girlfriend I dated, to be honest. I found out after we dated she wasn't sober for even one moment that I was with her. She told me after. She was like, yeah, I was actually high every single time I've been with you for like the past 2 months. I was like, what? I was like, I've never seen you sober. She's like, never been sober around you ever. And I was like, that makes so much sense because you treated me like shit.
Was she taller than you?
She was right about my height. But she was like ultra popular. Like in high school, I had that problem. I would date people who were like ultra popular because I don't know. I think it was like an insecurity thing. So I would just date people who were really attractive or really, really popular. And I was kind of like insecure just so I could almost so I could just like be around someone who was like alpha or whatever. I don't even know. What was that comment? I saw some comment that said my name or something.
About Joy's merch.
Oh yeah, not yet. At some point, I'm hoping for the summer. By the end of the summer, I can get an e-store online, and do that and start selling. Probably in launches, like maybe open it up for like 4 weeks and then close it up for another few months and then open it up for 4 weeks. Do something like that. So you'll get some. You can replace your Mutant Ape hoodie with the Joy's Kingdom hoodie.
Sure, I'll try it and I'll do a review. I don't know if the viewers know. I know you know, Cade, but I am in this game. I really am. I'm in this market. I sell my day job. I mean, for 20 years, I've had a corporate gift promotional clothing company. We supply big guys. So I really do know. I do know clothing. This is like a medium range hoodie, if I'm being quite honest. It's definitely not an entry level. It's got some thickness to it. You get the very thin material, which some people prefer, but those are the cheap ones.
I like thick.
And it's soft. Thick. It's soft. I also like thick. So this is pretty thick, not the thickest. It's medium range.
Yeah.
This is a nice finish.
I'm using Champion. I'm using the same people that make Champion. Is this? Yeah. This is Champion. I roll with Champion for all my my crew necks and my hoodies is Champion clothes. So if you like Champion, then it's the same shit. It's really, really good stuff.
But I'll never buy a proper hoodie in my whole life. I only do the zip ones because I hate freaking having to get it off over my head and struggle with my.
Just don't take it off, bro. Keep them on.
Yeah, you have to at some stage like shower or I mean, I don't know. You can't just keep it on for like a month, right? So all the stuff that I wear all day, like the one I took off before, all
Yeah.
have the zips and all of that. But definitely, so,
Sure.
you've said you're going to send me your merch. I'll definitely check it out.
Yep.
But
Yeah, I'll send it closer to launch. That way, kind
the
of like
only thing that bothers me is the length. This pisses me
that
off.
shit is weird. That shit is weird. What's up, Lewis?
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
So what we got happening here?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to find
All right, so I think in order to make sure that my thumbnail and my description is correct, I got to show you guys the news that I promised you guys. All right, so we were looking here. I found this very, very interesting. We saw it. Lava Labs, which is basically CryptoPunks. I mean, this is incredible. In August, they did like a third of the whole of Opensea volume, but that's really quite bullish. So I found that quite interesting. Then we see that Opensea, I'm sure everyone's heard of this. Opensea's cut 20% of their staff. I saw a funny tweet. The guy said, and listen, it's no joke. If you work there, my heart goes out to you. I'm sure you'll find an amazing opportunity, and it's no joke to lose your job at all. So I just want to say that up front. But this guy tweeted it, and I thought it was quite funny. He said, "My heart goes out to the 2 employees who were let go because he was like making fun, like they probably only have 10 employees." Because I mean, I bought I bought a gutter dog, I think. So not the cats, but one of the sub collections. Off OpenSea, I was watching the floor. One came in like about 5% lower than the floor. I bought it, and 3 days later, it's marked as stolen. So when I bought it, it wasn't stolen. Anyway, I sent them a whole long email, and I said, guys, I understand that like after the fact and whatever, in the end of the day, I bought it on your platform. I paid for it. You can see that I bought it. I never stole it. And now I can't sell it. What can be done? Bro, they got back to me last week. I did this 4 months ago. 4 months ago, I sent them an email, and they sent me back a standard message saying, yeah, like we know it's not ideal, but unfortunately our hands are tied, this, that, the other. A standard message, because I tweeted it, and another guy tweeted the same response that he got 4 months after he did it. Bro, you can't come back to someone 4 months later. Come on. I mean,
dude, that's
honestly,
my life with YouTube. Same with YouTube. When they message me, it's always a scripted response. Cannot get through to them. I've tried so many things. I finally tried that other hack that a lot of YouTubers use that got them to work. Didn't work for me. So I'm just never gonna get monetized. I found everything that I. No, they don't have a phone number. They don't have a phone number. I tried everything.
You in Seattle? Do they have offices in Seattle?
They don't got anything, dude. They're fucked up as far as communications. And the one thing that you can send is a report based on your feedback, and you can like highlight it. And I did all that. That didn't do anything. So I'm just never gonna be monetized.
For the viewers who are watching, Cade's been doing YouTube for 10 years, but he's really been doing it properly with NFTs and whatever for the last 8, 9, 10 months, somewhere around there, right, Cade? He meets and he has met for 7 months all the criteria that are needed in order to be monetized by YouTube. It's literally, once you get there, you click, you accept a few terms and conditions. And for me, 3 days later, I got an email saying, congratulations, you monetized. Cade has been doing this, following up, and has been waiting for 8 months. He's tweeted them numerous times, tagged them. They're not getting back to him. It's always the same response, the same generic response. Cade, you got to go to their offices, bro. They've got to have a presence somewhere near you. I would literally go there very nicely and say, you need help. You've tried every other avenue. You need help. That's something with me. I do not give up on any. I'm not saying you do. I'm just saying I do not give up on anything.
Yeah, there's no YouTube. There's no YouTube near me. There's no YouTubes in Seattle or Washington.
Yeah, if I commit to something, and like if I want something to be done, I no matter what, I'll go there. I really will. I'll pitch up there very nicely. And guys, please, I need some help. I've tried every other avenue. Please, can you help me? That's the way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried everything. Like I've been combing through the internet. The only one, the headquarters are in California somewhere.
How far is? Sorry, I don't know anything. How far is California from Seattle?
It's a few states. It's a few states over from me.
How long will it take you to get there in a car?
I don't have a car right now. I sold it when I moved to the city.
Just in theory, how far is it? Few hours.
San Bruno for me is, let's see, by car It is 15 hours. Yeah, so about almost it's 900 miles. It's 900 miles away.
There's got to be a phone number, Cade. You got to be able to find something. Don't give up, man. Keep trying. Anyway, chip maker Pringles is hiring for the metaverse. So if there's any OpenSea employees who would like to move into the chip business, Pringles is hiring for the metaverse. I think this is obviously, like, everyone loves Pringles. I just don't know what they're thinking they're going to do in the metaverse, but let's see. So once you pop, you can't stop. Chip makers entering the metaverse. Pringles reportedly paying one gamer $25,000 to play or a non-player character in the sim world. Look, Cade and I are both available for that amount of money. The winner come from this venture is to trade sim sweepstake for part of the larger game. Companies hire for the metaverse. Since Zuckerberg changed it to Meta, people are hiring. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't really tell us what they intend on doing. In the metaverse,
these companies
but
coming
it's great.
in, it's fine. It's just like right now, it's not the right timing, but also there's no other way to do it. Like, I had a guy on my TikTok trying to refute one of my videos I made for the future, and he was like, why would people do NFTs right now? The prices are going up and down. What about, like, it's gonna have to be an infinite supply if it's like a ticket or a membership for a site or something? And I was like, well, no, you're attributing what NFTs are today to what they're gonna be in 10 years when it is used by everyone. It's not gonna be the same technology. I mean, it'll be upgraded technology. It won't be a gambling world anymore. For the like, there will be different styles of NFTs, different sectors of NFTs. Some that work just like all the membership sites do now. They just work on the blockchain. But he's trying to say you couldn't use an NFT, like using an example like Bored Ape Yacht Club, to run a ticketing service for an airline or something. I'm like, well, it wouldn't be set up like Bored Ape Yacht Club is set up. It'd be set up totally differently.
It's just going to be the blockchain
totally
technology.
Exactly. So that was tough to explain. And also, I found on YouTube, every time I get to a phone number, it's always a fax number. So there's no phone number to get though, but I've searched everywhere on Reddit.
Send them a fax.
They buy a fax machine just to send them a screenshot.
I think that's hilarious that YouTube has a fax. It's hilarious.
It's unbelievable, dude. Yeah, they don't have
You might have to send them a carrier pigeon with a note. I can't believe they got a fax number. I think that's hilarious.
It's fax, dude.
There's got to be a way, mate. Or even you know what, to tweet on Twitter, to just say, does anyone know anyone who works at YouTube? Simple.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. There's
a friend of a.
Hold on. Here's a phone number. I don't know if it's real though. It's a fax number. No, it's a fax number. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, there's only fax numbers. It looks like. Hold on. There's a customer service. I'll try that one. Maybe that's real. Yeah. I don't know. It's the same number as the fax number. So probably
if it doesn't work, try to find a friend of a friend who works there.
Yeah.
Logan Paul, my brother, he paid $5.275 million for the most expensive Pokemon card in the world.
Did you see the YouTube video? Did you see his YouTube video where he documented this whole thing?
Yeah, I saw some of it. He was so excited.
Yeah.
I think the guy who sold it to him was more excited.
Oh, yeah.
$5.2 million.
Pretty cool.
The card broke the Guinness Book of Record for the most expensive trading card sold. Yeah. So the interesting thing about this is that he intends on tokenizing it. So basically, he'll list the rare Pokemon card for $5 million or 50 million liquid marketplace tokens. Each token will cost 10 cents. So Paul will still own 49% ownership. So you can, in effect, own a percentage of this card if you want. For as little as 10 cents, you can own a small percentage. Look, each to their own. I personally, and I'm a collector, bro. I've got Garbage Pail Kids here. I don't know if you've seen those cards and stuff like that. I personally would not be excited if I bought something and as I'm paying for it, the Guinness Book of Records pitched up and said, no one has ever paid that much for this in the entire world. I would feel like I like to get good deals. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not a good deal.
He seems pretty happy with it. Can you imagine you buy
it's
your
good
car,
for him.
like as you're paying for the car, it's like, this is the most expensive Merc ever sold. And you're like, oh, fuck.
It's great. It's great for him. It's great for, he's going to be on top of that pyramid. So whoever ends up investing in it pumps his own bag. So it's good for him. For me, like at the end of this super emotional, cool roller coaster of a movie he put together on YouTube. At the end, it was like, and I listed on Liquid Marketplace and it turned into like it's a sales video, which is fine. It's for his business. I just think it's very clear when you watch Logan's videos now that he's shifted into a business mind, which is fine. But every bit of content now is geared toward, I don't know. It's like focused on building his brand and his net worth. And I can feel that. I can feel that shift. So
and he doesn't
it's
need
kind
the
of
money,
weird,
bro. He's done.
He wants to be a billionaire.
Incredibly well. Yeah.
That's what he said. That's why he's making so much money trying to do these things, because he wants to be a billionaire. The problem is when you're documenting that, it takes away the personality and the creative side when you're trying to make everything money.
Do you know what Garbage Pail Kids are?
I think you showed them to me last time, actually.
Did I?
I think you showed me that. It's on the side. Wasn't it all that stuff over there? No?
No, those are Hot Wheels. A Hot Wheel car. You obviously know what those are, right?
No, I know what they are, but didn't you show me that whole wall?
No.
Never mind.
These are collector cards.
Let's see them.
Garbage Pail Kids.
I don't think I've heard of them.
It's because I'm too old, bro. Let me show you the one that if you did ever know of it, this is the most famous one, is the Atom Bomb from Series 1. It's the guy at the bottom there. Does that ring a bell to you? The guy with the exploding head?
No, I recognize Atom Bomb from the Atom Bomb Squad, but I don't recognize that art piece.
Yeah, no, so it's from the 80s. But I've got every single card ever made. So I really do get Logan Paul's collector gene. I've even got a little, that's what this guy is, yeah. This is a statue of Atom Bomb.
Oh, that's fucking cool. That is fucking cool. Wait, are you showing collector things? Let me show a couple too. Got some stuff.
I want to see your stuff. Here we go. The Ghostbusters car. I've got this in Hot Wheels also. The Ghostbusters. So we've got the Ghostbusters car.
Love that.
Hold on, you got to just see this all the way through, because then we got the Hot Wheels Ghostbuster cars. But then, hold on, Cade, you got to hold on, bro. I've got the big Hot Wheels Ghostbusters car. Hold on, bro.
Oh my god! Let us know, guys, what kind of collector items you guys have. If you guys are into collectibles, I've got a few. I'm not like a huge collector, but I definitely have a couple things. So I'll show you.
Are you ready?
Oh shit! Wow, that is a serious fucking item right there.
Big, bro.
How much you pay for that thing? You pay a lot for that, or did you get a good deal on it?
It's very big.
Oh my god, that is wild.
How cool is it? That's on proper Hot Wheels, eh?
Yeah, that is some proper shit right there. I cannot hang. I don't have that level of collector's item yet. I've just got my 3D printed goon right there. My goon and my duck. My goon and my duck to the side of us, right there above me. So that's my two collector items for those 3D printed ones, and then I have the Cool Man Universe collectible character thing. And he's in the box there. I'll actually
that's very cool.
Yeah, but I'm keeping all the original packaging just in case he becomes legendary. I just want to have this with all the original shit. So I'm keeping it, but this is him. He's not mint anymore. Sorry. But I mean, he's basically brand new. Yeah. So it's a really, really cool piece. I mean, he's untouched. So I mean, essentially he's minted. I've touched him before. I don't know how people decide on mint. Does mint mean perfectly perfect, or does it mean you've never touched it before?
No, it means unopened box. This is mint. The box has never ever been.
Yeah, mine's been opened, but it's perfect condition.
But it depends what you collect. Hot Wheels, mint means never open the packaging. But different things. I mean, if you have the original packaging, sometimes it's okay. It just depends on what the item is.
Yeah, it depends what you want. And then like I've got this. This is something that a lot of people will probably fuck with. The Yu-Gi-Oh! I want the dual disc. I'll get the dual disc one day, but I've got one of these OG. It goes around your neck. It's like from the show. Put it around your neck, and it's got your deck inside. And so inside of inside of the thing, and I've got all these cool reflector card protectors on them, which I love. Then I've got all the best cards, bro. I got all the good shit. I'm sure some of you guys will recognize some of these cards. I like the OG cards. I like the ones from the show.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to make you bigger.
Yeah. So I've got a lot of the OG cards that you guys will recognize, like all the ones from the shows. Like I'm a big fan of the shows, so I'm sure I'll recognize a lot of these cards. This card, dude. I fucking love Yubel. That was one of my favorite cards. Jinzo, another OG card from the show. Blue Eyes, of course. Man-Eater Bug. Insect Queen. Oh my god, what an OG card. Insect Queen's so fucking lit. And then of course,
what are these things called, Cade? I've never seen this in my life before.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, and then I've got a first edition. This one actually I think is worth something pretty good. I've got the Right Leg of Exodia Forbidden one, but it's first edition. First editions always roll for more. It's good. And then I've got a bunch of the trap cards from the show that a lot of people recognize. Change of Heart, fucking OG. This one, dude, Raigeki and Polymerization. This is the one from the show. And the Toon World, like all these OG cards, dude. Like they just bring me so much nostalgia. Multiply, oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Then I've got some of the token cards. The token cards are badass. I really like that.
I find this so interesting, Cade. We've got Logan Paul, who's got his own NFT collection, into NFTs, loves Pokemon. You got me, who's into NFTs, is a collector of a lot of stuff, loves you Garbage Pail Kids from Tops. And we got you, loves Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, but mainly Yu-Gi-Oh!
NFT guys are collectors. Is that a fair statement?
It's a fact.
Nature?
It's a fact. Okay. And with Yu-Gi-Oh! These cards, these are the ones, if you guys watch the show, I'm sure there's some people who watch the show, these are the real gems right here. The Duelist King, the tokens, these are from the actual show. Like in the show, you had to have this actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Card called Duelist Kingdom, and this was like your ticket in. It's like an NFT. So you had to have this ticket to get into the Duelist Kingdom tournament.
These cards? Is it like your generation that will know?
I can't remember. These are all over. These are from cards I purchased a long time ago that I've held, and then some cards that are like newer, like in the last few years. And then Glory of the King's Hand. If you won the tournament on the Duelist Kingdom, then you had to have this card, but you swapped this card out, and they gave you $3 million to win. And then the final card, set sail for the kingdom. This is your ticket onto the ship to get to Duelist Kingdom. But you have to have all three of these tokens in the show to get into the fucking tournament to win the tournament. If you win the tournament, then you get to get the money by swapping those cards. So it's literally NFTs, but in real life. So that's why this question is cool. But yeah, all the OG cards.
What's so cool? Like you talk about it, and the younger guys know what you talk about. When I'm talking about Garbage Pail Kids, we've got Shanson and Dickenza saying, yeah. You know, did you ever have Pogs? Do you know what Pogs are?
Pogs or pods?
Pogs, the round things.
I don't know.
Slammers. Okay, hold on. Let's get back to my generation now. So this is my collection. So I'm sure some guys will know Pogs.
I don't think I know that.
They circle slammers. We didn't have iPads. We used to play with these. You used to you have the slammers, which are hard. I mean, I've got a whole freaking binder of these things, bro. I used to love them, and the art is so cool, man. I mean, when I was young, there goes the microphone.
Oh,
when I was young, we used to love these things. Also, some holographic ones.
Very cool.
There we go. We got some people, slammers. Yes, thank you. We got some people who know what I'm talking about.
I love that shit. That is fucking awesome. I used to have Beyblades too. They were like physical things, but that's legendary. Yeah, I used to have Pokemon. Pokemon cards were big for me. I used to have a lot. I sold a lot of them. Not as big. I like the Pokemon games, like on the DS and Game Boy. I don't really collect the cards as much. I do a little bit, but Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I definitely collect the cards of Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't play the game of Yu-Gi-Oh though. I don't duel, and I don't do it in real life or in the game so much. I like trading. Pokemon, I like to actually play the game. I don't actually trade the cards too much. And then Beyblades, the little blades that you you like spun and then they like spun and like hit each other in the game. That's a real world game. I used to do a couple of those in like middle school, and then yeah, honestly, I'm pissed that I sold a lot of them. I definitely would have a way stronger collection if I hadn't been such an insecure little bitch and sold them trying to be cool. Then I would have been very happy because I had some extremely rare cards.
Yeah, man. I had Archie comics, Archie, Jughead. I don't know if you know those, and they go for a pretty penny. And I had a lot, and also Mad magazines. I still have a couple of the Mad magazines. I don't know. Do you know Mad magazines?
I think I actually have heard of that one.
Yeah. So I had a whole lot, and I sold my entire collection after school to get a plane ticket to travel for the year after school.
Oh man!
I didn't just sell my comics; I sold my comics, my Nintendo, with all my little game cartridges, and they're worth good money now. Look, they serve their purpose to me, and I was able to get on a plane, which is what my goal at the time was. But if I had those now, they some of those are worth a pretty penny. I had some rare ones as well.
Tough. It's fucking tough, dude. I wish I hadn't sold them, but
no, regret doesn't work.
Whatever. Yeah, no, it doesn't.
All right, well, Cade, we've been going for 2 hours, my brother. I think that's a record for me. I don't know if you've gone ever longer than 2 hours.
I think my max is 3. I did 3 with Mark, but that's an in-person podcast. Totally different feel when you're in person, and that kid we just talked about so many different things like life, philosophy, NFTs. We talked about a whole lot of stuff. But typically like my podcast are like an hour and a half. I did one yesterday actually with NFT Donut. Do you know him?
No.
Another NFT tour. We went for like 2.5 hours. Like that guy just talked. That was like his first time he's opened up really about anything. So we just talked about a lot of shit, and we went way longer than I thought. So, but not often. Not often do I go over 2 hours.
I've never gone. You are my longest. Tonight is my longest, Cade. You are my longest lasting show. 2 hours.
A lot of girls have said the same thing to me, man.
For me, it's now 20 to 12, almost midnight.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's different to you. But also, I'm 40 and I'm getting tired, my brother. At 20 to 12, like it's time for me to start brushing teeth and getting to bed.
I totally feel that.
It's been a long week. But guys, I really appreciate everyone being with us. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to both our channels. Come join both our Discords. Louis, we all collectors in the space. That's the one gene that I think NFTs really is. That and the gambling gene, I think, is also. I know that I know that if I go to a casino, and I don't anymore, that like Bianca ends up catching a taxi home. You can't get me out of there, right? So I've stopped going. It's not really about winning or losing. That's the problem. Even though losing,
because even if you win, you're just going to use it again. You're just going to use that money to buy something else.
It's not even that. It's just that like I would like just live there. I would never come home. Once I'm there, you cannot get me
What's
away.
What's your favorite thing? Is it the slots or something, or the card games?
No. I like poker a lot. I'm a good poker player. It's a lot of luck as well, but I mean, I like poker and I like blackjack. But look, if it has to be slots, then it has to be slots. I mean, I'm not, if there's only slots, if I get into the zone, if I'm there, it's the same with NFTs, bro. It's the same with NFTs. There's times where, like, I've just sat there. It's now 2 a.m. I'm like, oh my God, I got to go to bed. But there's just so many freaking drops happening. And, yeah. So I do think that gene, that addictive personality gene is definitely in me for sure. Together with the collector.
Obsessive. Yeah, mine's more obsessive than addictive, but we definitely got something. One of those traits definitely is shared by NFT traders. So it's a good time though. It's a good show. Talked about a lot of shit today.
For sure, man. Always great. I told you I look forward to this the whole week. Just nice to relax, to have a chilled out show. Nice to have our viewers with us. So guys, keep well, man. Be kind to each other, and we'll see you all next week.
Peace.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.
Ciao.
Peace.